Hello, hello, happy Friday. Welcome to a very special Friday edition of our live stream because today is Valentine's Day. So, love is the reason for the day, love is the reason for the season, love is the reason why we're here. And some guy being in a dungeon as well is linked to those themes. So, with that being said, his name was Saint Valentine. Okay, with that being said, I'm not caffeinated today. I have been off of coffee for about a week now. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but I just wanted you to know that. So, anyways, with that being said, let us get into our Friday proceedings. We are doing Who Wants to Be Your Valentine, as of course is festive. And I just wanted to announce that Homer and Ralph are Valentines. Since I walked in here last night and I saw Homer putting his tongue in Ralph's ear. So if you want to celebrate their love, there they are. But oh my gosh, no coffee, right? I feel kind of like weird doing this uncaffeinated. Not bad weird, just different. So, all right. So today we are looking into Who Wants to Be Your Valentine, and we've got 3 lovely piles as per usual, and we do have an anchor card. So if you're new here, the anchor card is not one of the choices, but it is a common theme that goes into every single one of the piles. And today our anchor card in a beautiful way is the self card over here. Is the self card. And I'm actually getting some messages here really quick because I'm getting like a manifestation vibe. So for some of you, you're manifesting this person in who wishes or wants that for you to be their Valentine, but you don't even know this person yet. And I feel like it comes from like just a deep place of self-love. And it's coming from like that heart space. And I just wanted to say that because I got that message so strong. And I feel like potentially that is, I just heard calling out like from all of the piles or like from behind each of the piles. And also he looks a bit like a mystery man. Or mystery lady. Oh, so maybe this is like a mystery. So, who wants to be your Valentine? Okay, so that's the anchor card, and we're moving into the pile selections. We have 3 beautiful piles as per usual. Pile number 1 is the threshold. Pile number 2 is the starborn. And pile number 3 is the maiden. So I'll put these all up for you. And if you have not yet selected your pile, now's a good time to do that. Even if you just want to take a moment, allow your energy to rest. Sorry if you can hear the snow plows. We've had some snow where I am this last week. It's very chilly. So, and I've had no coffee to comfort myself through the chill. Anyways, so if you want to just turn the gaze inwards and focus on your heart space, or I like to touch my heart space, and you can just connect with the part of you that is below your sense of self, below your identity. All right. So whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and be drawn into whatever pile or multiple piles you're drawn into. Keep in mind that being the way in which you're drawn into the piles can also be a message in and of itself. Oh my gosh, Cheryl just said, anybody remember the mystery dating game? I literally thought that, but I couldn't remember the name of it. So yeah, the mystery dating game. All right. Yes, I made it in time. Welcome. Yes. All right, so with this being said, if we have our choices, we're going to go ahead and get into pile number 1, which is the threshold. So, all right, putting it up there. Here we go. The gnomes look ready for it. They are. Okay, so pile number 1. I was kind of getting like visions here for this one before we started, but I want to just clarify. All right, let me see here. So for pile number 1, Spirit, who wants to be pile number 1's Valentine? This person smiles whenever they think of you. Like immediately I just got like very cheesy, very smiley. They could really like your smile. I see this person like looking at you, watching you from afar, watching your eyes, like where your eyes are going. And I just heard you smile with your eyes. So they like your smile, but it's not just like your teeth in your mouth. It's like they feel your energy, I feel like, whenever you smile. So there could be also like a psychic or energetic, I just heard telepathic connection here between the two of you. This feels like very, I'm seeing this person at a water cooler. So it's like, I don't know if this is like a workplace thing or if there's something that they're doing that like when they get up and they can kind of like take a break or like move about a space or something and they know that they can kind of see you, then they do that. But it's just a guise like for them to see you. So this person like may pretend to be busy in order to like be around you. And that's Soul Cat, my little Soul Cat man. And he's like an emblem of the sun. I feel like, oh yeah, like you're the sun in this person's life. Like they find you to be very sunny, very warm, very healing. And you know, like I'm kind of picturing how, you know, sunflowers like track the sun. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. So this person like keeps track of you in your environment. So this it feels like very crushy. And I feel like this person's trying to will themselves up to actually get like the nerve to approach you. And look, literally that's the image of this card, right? It's like, ooh, I want to jump out of the nest, but I'm scared I'm going to crash and burn. Yeah. I think they're scared too, like of the passion. They see you as a fiery person, even though like you're the sun. Like they don't see you as like irrational or like out of control or anyway, but they see you as like very sexy, able to stand up for yourself, very confident. Yeah, like having a strong sense of self. Like they see those qualities in you, that kind of strength, but they're afraid of like kind of crashing and burning. But I also think that they're scared to make a move in some way. So maybe for some of you, this person hasn't spoken to you yet, or for others of you, you have, but it feels kind of like small talk. And I'm seeing a very clear line though between your body. So maybe you do like them too. And it feels like your body is kind of faced towards this person, but I'm seeing your head face towards somebody else, like maybe having a conversation. But it looks to me like their bodies language are like synced up. Like your bodies are kind of pointed toward each other, like across the room kind of thing. This feels very crushy. Oh my gosh, look, the key here as well. This person could wonder if you're married or, I mean, the Hierophant is like I think they know that you're not one to play games with. So I feel like maybe this person sees it going all the way to marriage, or they really do see you as some kind of wish fulfillment, but it does feel like this person has to muster up some kind of courage. And I think that this has to do with their energy as well, because I just heard the word depressed. So this person could have been depressed or like come from some kind of depression or like sow energy in their life. And it's weird because I'm seeing like an office space and they're showing me this kind of like blue haze in the office space, which it's kind of looking like the blue light from like the screens. So some kind of just, it feels monotonous, you know, like I'm hearing the clickety clack of like keyboards or something. So I think this person has felt comfortable for some time, like maybe in their job, but there's been like no spark or like no fire, and like you are that fire. So for some of you, this could be like even like you're going to a new job or something, and then somebody like you brighten up the space or like you make something feel very warm. Yeah, and they just wish that they could cross some kind of threshold here. They may have felt like ashamed. For some of you, if this is somebody coming back from the past, like there's, egg on their face. They're scared they're going to get egg on their face. That's what it is. They're scared that something here is going to backfire if they express their feelings to you. So that's why they don't want to jump in and they don't want to be a fool or anything. But they do like to watch and observe you. And for some of you, I think this person like maybe has looked for your social media but didn't find it, or like they don't know what your social media name is or like something like that. I also think this person's listening about you, like listening what people say about you or something here like that. Okay, so yeah, they could, they're anxious. I feel like this person kind of like tiptoes up to the line and then they like back up and then they tiptoe up to the line. And I think they're scared of like, you know, to find out who you're with, even if you're not dating somebody or anything, because they want to really stand out to you. You stand out to them and they really want to stand out to you kind of thing. Oh, yeah, this again. But they're also very respectful of your boundaries. So this is like a nice person. This is a decent person. This is somebody who respects your boundaries, and they just think that you stand out like head and shoulders above the rest. Really, they do. They feel so romantic towards you. Tell me more about them. Like, can we get any, I just saw them like, oh no, like they just went, and then I just saw them like move back around the corner. They're really like embarrassed of being like found out. I think this person's maybe trying to climb a ladder in some way. Tell me about this person's like shy. Okay, tell me about this person that clearly has a crush on pile number 1 and clearly wants to be their Valentine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this hermit energy. Yeah, like I keep seeing them like in the shell. They're like a hermit energy, and I feel like this person maybe has been alone for a while, and they want you to notice them, though. They want you to notice them. They keep their distance from you. I feel like this person keeps their distance from you. For some, this may be an unrequited love situation, where this person just really watches you and they're like, wow, you know, but that person would never be interested in me. And maybe some of you do feel that way towards this person, but you're their favorite, basically, is what I'm getting. And they don't maybe feel like they have enough to offer you. There's some kind of, they're afraid of the unknown here. Yeah. Or some kind of secret. This person just like really gets tangled up in their mind about it. About their feelings for you at the very least. Because I do think for some of you, this is an unrequited love situation and you are not interested in this person on that level. But this person then gets like up in their head about their feelings kind of thing. Okay. Anything else? So not for everybody is this unrequited though. Well, okay, for some of you, I am getting like there's an argument about the past. For some of you, this is somebody that wants to come back from your past. And I think everything that I just described is like their life where they've kind of felt monotonous and everything. It's just that I just saw them looking at you on the computer screen. So that's this person like maybe on your social media, keeping up with you. And whenever, maybe they do that at work. And whenever they look at you, you make them smile. It's all those things like you make them feel happy. You make them feel sunny. You know, I'm seeing this person like look through your pictures and stuff. Yeah. And yeah, I just heard worlds apart. So they feel like your world is so different than theirs, or like your world is so far apart from theirs. But they just fantasize about like being able to offer you something. But again, they don't think that they're able to offer you much. And this person is, they're doing like the responsible thing is what it feels like, but it just isn't really bringing them a lot of passion or a lot of joy or anything like that. And something about this person could be afraid to take a leap of faith too, because they don't want everything to crumble. I don't necessarily think they like the job that they're in, but they don't want to take a leap of faith out of that job because they're scared that everything is going to crumble, kind of a thing. So they're thinking, yeah, this person feels like they have some kind of choice here. Like, it feels to me like for some of these people, they're thinking about, should I like take a leap of faith, try to be an entrepreneur in something? So for some, this person has like an idea or they have some kind of passionate thing that they want to go towards, but they're like, should I do that? Or should I, like, they don't want everything to crumble, you know? And they don't want something here to backfire. And I think that may have to do with like leaving this current work environment. This person, I think, may be in that energy. Maybe a lot, or maybe this is just like karmically that part of themselves is like coming up to a head because they're on that, it's the threshold energy. This person may kind of dwell on a threshold of like, should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, they are hurting. I do think this person has, yeah, it's almost like a cold, like depression. And in a way, emotionally, I think this person's like at a rock bottom in some kind of way, but they're obsessed with you. They're very infatuated with you. There's a strong attraction here. And for some of you, I think this is mutual. For others of you, I think this is unrequited. This person is actually very stubborn, which is why they struggle to make decisions, I think. And because it's like, you know, sometimes like when you make a decision, you have to be okay with, okay, well, I have to go without this for a while, but it'll be worth it in the long run or something like that. This person's like unable or unwilling to give up certain things in order to pursue other opportunities or something like that. They don't want to have to give it up. So I think this person just kind of stands very stubbornly, like on the threshold of like, well, I don't want to give this up, but I also want this, but they're unable to say like, well, I have to like, if you were doing the monkey bars, you know, it's like you have to let go of one monkey bar to swing to the other one, And I think this person actually really struggles with that. And so therefore they struggle, I think, in relationships, and they struggle making decisions. I also don't think this person likes to be locked into anything. But ironically, I think this person has found themselves locked into something, you know, because of this way of being. So this is some kind of karmic pattern, I think, with this person. And in some way, I think you're encouraging them. Even if this is unrequited love, I think this person would still like to be in you. I think what they're drawn to is they wish that they were seen in that light, or they wish they had their own that fiery energy that you have, or that sunny energy, and if they want to nurture that within themselves. And I think it's still encouraging them to leave the nest, to leave their comfort zone in some way, whatever way they choose. Like your energy is still kind of, this feels like a part of a larger karmic cycle for this person, this like threshold kind of energy. So what do they like about you? Let's say. Okay, they could like some kind of push-pull dynamic. So for some of you, this could be like a conversation, or you could disagree on certain things, but I'm not getting that it's like knock them down kind of fight like disagreement. I'm more getting that it's I don't know, it doesn't feel like big things, but it feels like, or you handle it really well, you know, but where it's like obvious that the two of you think differently in some regard, but it's not like, and you kind of push-pull each other a little bit in that regard. But they like, oh, okay, I get it. They're kind of addicted to this pattern, actually. And I do think this goes beyond you. They're addicted to this pattern of moving up to the threshold and then backing away. And then moving up to the threshold and then backing away. I feel like their body produces, you know, chemicals and hormones and stuff, like whenever they're doing that. And actually, I think their body is addicted to that, of like getting right up there and then like backing up, and then like getting right up there and then backing up. Yeah. So this person really likes your smile and your face. I think this person has opposing values too, and they don't know how to reconcile that, how to prioritize their values. Like, and I think that it's like, it all comes back to self-awareness. Like they need to know something about themselves in order to prioritize their values in order to make a decision. I feel like this person probably has some strong like Libra. I think this person feels very affected actually by the world and by a lot of things that are going, they feel out of control is what I'm getting. Like, so then they like burrow themselves into what they can control, which again, I feel like is a very human thing. But they feel like you are not as affected by the rest of the world, or like your mood or your attitude or something. Like you are better able to manage that, whether you feel that way or not. That's how this person sees it. And you're like, yeah, I mean, I get through my day and then I go home and I cry, or I go home and I like, you know, sit on the couch, like, you know, but this person just sees you as so strong. They also see you as like not wanting their cup of love, basically, and like maybe having a strong stance, or like putting up some kind of blockage or obstacle or something. So for some of you, you already have maybe rebuffed this person in some way. You could have, for some of you, I feel like you could have already made it known to this person that you're not interested. For others of you, I think that this person just sees something here as a block, and it could be like the rules, or it could be work. It could be some kind of authority figure. It could be you, though. I think more than anything, it's like you. It's interesting. Okay, so what does this person like about pile number 1? What happened to Homer's feet? Well, sometimes when he's nervous, they just recede right up there. I don't know. Maybe because you said that, maybe they like your feet. They have a thing for feet, or your feet in particular. Oh my gosh, this person is so secretive about their feelings for you. I literally asked what they like about you, and it's the High Priestess. So they could like that you're mysterious. This is funny because you're showing up as the sun to me, which is not like a cloaked energy. So you're very like bright or something, but I think maybe like your inner workings or something. There's something about you. It's mystique is what I'm hearing. This person likes your mystique. They like your veil. They like your, if some of you wear a veil, then this person may like your veil, your actual literal veil. But veil and like the Hierophant, I think for some of you, this person sees you as like a bride. There's something in the eyes too. There's like a twinkle in your eyes, or this person wonders like what you're thinking about, or what you know, or there's just this like sense of mystery. Or I just heard like what it would be like. This person really wonders what it would be like to be with you, or to be with somebody like you. I just heard to have somebody like that on my arm. Yeah, and like they feel like it would be a change in their fate. They feel like it would be a change in their destiny, and that it would mean like fate is on their side, and that, you know, it's a sense of good luck. So this person thinks that you're good luck. I think they think that you are like, I just felt like a rush of wind. Like you are just this like happy thrust of wind, like in this person's life, you know, that's how they feel. They would feel like things were changing for them, like things were on the up and up. Being around you makes them feel sparkly is what I just heard. And like they're better maybe than they are, or like less mundane. Like it makes life feel less mundane. So there's a bit like of a fantasy, I think, going on here with this person. Okay, what else do they like about pile number 1? Okay, this person kind of doesn't understand you, but they like it. And it has something to do, I think you're a nuanced person. So nuance to me always signifies intelligence, but I feel like you hold two opposite views or something, or you're able to see both sides. And this person has heard you say certain things and they just don't understand how you believe both of those things, because to them, those things are incompatible. But you have some kind of like depth to you in the way that you see those two things. And this even could have been an argument for some of you, that this person saw you like mediate in some way, where maybe somebody was like popping off around and you were like, you guys are really saying the same thing or something. Or yeah, like you want this and you want that. And so, and that's not incompatible or something. And to me, this speaks to intellect. And I think you're teaching this person something, or like you're showing this person a new way of looking at something, or some kind of new perspective. Also, this person is curious about what you read or what you write for some of you. Or the way you read, or the way, actually I think it's the way that you write and the way that you express yourself. But it could have even been something that you've written. Okay, so for some of you, that could be a post like on social media, something here that you've written that expressed your view or your views or something. And this person, it really got them thinking about you thinking and the way that you express yourself or something here like that. Okay, what else does this person like about pile number 1? Oh my gosh, this person just really thinks that you're everything. This is one of those piles where like I could go on and I should probably just list the things that this person is confused about or doesn't like about you, and it would be easier. But this person likes your hair. They think you have a really nice face shape. They also think that there's a regality to your face and like your facial expressions. They like your jawline. They like your eyes. I think there's something here that's very like not solemn, but like calm and strong about your eyes, but it also looks like you've been through some stuff here as well. They even like it when you don't smile, is what I'm getting, like just the look on your face. It looks like this person looks at you at work, is kind of what I'm getting. This person could be older than you. Yeah, they just think that you're very abundant, very beautiful. Anything else? Let me just get my little Ziploc bag full of goodies. Okay, yeah, your intelligence, your thighs, if they've seen your thighs, eyes, hands, legs, smell, flexibility, and hobbies. But hobbies came out upside down, so this person may not know your hobbies, or they may not like your hobbies or understand your hobbies for some of you, but actually that is kind of what I'm getting. But yeah. Yeah, but they like the rest of it. And it could be because the two of you may be very different. The two of you may not have much in common in regards of what you like to do. I am kind of getting an opposite energy where I feel like this person, I'm kind of getting for you that you could be very athletic, or maybe you're very like outdoorsy or something. And I don't think that this person really is. This person, like, or you'll put yourself out there, or you'll like go after the things that you like and that you want to do. And I feel like this person's more like meek and mild, or like, you know, in the corner or something kind of thing. And, but I think for some of you, this person, you're like their fantasy is kind of what I'm getting. And I'm just going to be very honest. I think for a lot of you, that's what it is. And I think what this person is drawn to in you is, I think that they're very physically attracted to you, but I think it's more what you represent. And I think it's actually internally this person's call for wholeness, like inner wholeness. And they see something here in you that they like, and that they wish that they could more embody themselves, but that they actually feel too meek or mild to. And they feel like if they were with you, that would validate them in that way, or it's a way for them to be around those certain traits and qualities and be associated with them and to be seen as almost conquering them because they're with you and they want you to validate them is what I think. I think this person really wants you to validate them and to validate I just heard their mind, and to validate their existence in some way by choosing them or by being with them. But I kind of feel like this person's not going to make a move, and I feel like this person knows that. I think they know exactly why, because for some of you, I think that this person knows that this isn't mutual. It's not two-way. For some, they know that you like somebody else or that you're with somebody else, and that person is much more on your level in these other ways. Yeah, I just felt that very big. So, yeah, I actually just felt that very strong. And if you're not with somebody, it's like they know the type of person that would fulfill you is not really them. They just know that you are what would kind of like fulfill them and scratch a certain itch for them. But I feel like it's this, I just heard the word judgment and like this kind of plutonic energy. They need to bring something up out of themselves is what I'm getting. And I don't really think that it has to do with their feelings for you, to be honest. I think it's a side to themselves that really wants freedom and it wants expression. This person is not in touch with their shadow. I think that's what it is. This person is not in touch with their shadow. So they feel kind of meek. And I don't think that's naturally. And actually, I just saw this person walk off the other way. So sorry if I really don't think that, I don't think that this is a person that you feel a mutual attraction towards for a lot of you. But I just saw this person walk off the other way. So it's like once they have some self-awareness and some kind of self-realization, they're going to like need to make some kind of choice. And I just saw them walk off like in another direction. I think there's a difference though. For some of you, this is somebody here from your past. And I think you had some kind of realization about who you are and what you wanted, and you walked off like in a different direction kind of a thing. Yeah. Cheryl, thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, Jess and Alex. Hope it's a very sweet day for you and family. Thank you. It has been sweet so far, and we're doing breakfast tomorrow, I think is what we decided. We're going to do like a fancy, fun, big breakfast. We like to breakfast date. So, yeah. It feels to me like this person needs to take some kind of big risk in their life. And I think Spirit may have brought this person around you in order to kind of, in a way, agitate them to take that big step, to go after the things in life that are theirs and that are, to take some kind of risk. I feel like that's what this person really needs. And all those like the soup of like cocktails when you get around somebody that you have crush on, that's what it feels like. And, but it does feel unrequited. And I feel like then it's meant to jazz up some energy within this person so that they actually go after the life that they want. Because I think this person needs to stir it up a little bit. I think they've been very stagnant, and I don't think that they've moved in a long period of time. And I think that they could have been at this like job for a long period of time. They just feel very stagnant to me, and they don't want to be. They want something different, but they're also scared to make that move. And I think that you're helping them to transition in some way by stirring up these kind of feelings within them that it generates energy is kind of what I'm getting. And I also think this person needs self-love. I think this person needs some self-love. But they do think very highly of you. They do have a crush on you, and they watch you kind of like from a distance. But I don't think that you would maybe know that this person has a crush on you, or you might find it inappropriate, because there could be like this person's 70 and you're 20. You know what I'm saying? It could be something here like that where it's like, obviously I'm not looking at you in that way, or it could be for some of you. Interesting. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys for pile number 1. So take that however it resonates, because I feel like there's a few different energies that were kind of blended in there. But that's pile number 1. Well, actually, let me get some messages because it is Valentine's Day. I've been trying to distract myself from my feelings. Yeah. I think this person has a self-esteem issue. I'm not ready. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Wow, you are beautiful. I knew it, but I think this goes deeper for this person. I'm not ready. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Wow, you are beautiful. And in a weird way, this person may watch you go on to date somebody else, and that you are more like attuned to, and it might make their work environment uncomfortable. It might make their, and that might encourage them to move or something. I don't know. It feels like there's a deeper wound or something that this is pushing this person towards. I admire how hard you work. Yeah. And this person's really thinking about their future. You've gotten them thinking about their future and like who they want to be and stuff. So, yeah, I think that's it for pile number 1. That is who wants to be your Valentine. Let me have a little drink. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Jill. Jill is reminding everybody to hit the like button. Happy Valentine's Day. Good morning. All right, we're going to compassion for this person because I feel like this person's actually on the verge of like some kind of spiritual awakening. I just heard there must be more than this provincial life. This person's looking for depth. They're looking for intensity and they're looking for meaning. And I don't mean this towards you. I think that we've all lived through this in some way, shape, or form. But I think that them having a crush on you and fixating on you is some kind of, I'm going to say this, some kind of cheap substitute for them actually finding deep meaning and purpose. And it's a way that they distract themselves from actually finding like themselves at a deep level and some kind of like deep meaning and purpose. Because I think that they want to be more like you actually. And you want to watch it. I don't think a lot of you are interested in this person, but I think this is the kind of person that would become very controlling because they're like they're very insecure and they lack self-awareness and they don't feel like they're on your level. And so I think this person would actually sabotage quite a bit in your life if you got into a relationship with them before they healed. But I don't actually think this one's a two-way street for a lot of you. And that includes the group here where this is somebody here from your past, because I think you realized that you needed to go find yourself. I think, and I think if this is from the past, then I think you were waiting for this person to make their approach. Like you did like this person, you knew they liked you, but this person was like never making their approach. And so you were like I feel like it did the same thing for you. Like it stirred up all these like feelings in you. You found deep meaning, deep intensity, deep purpose within yourself and just made the decision to exit the cycle, I think. And in that case, I feel like this person is like, wait, like, and now they're kind of having to go through the same thing. And they may actually come after you. And I mean, on an energetic soul level, they may kind of like follow in your footsteps. And I don't know how that would go, but yeah. But even if it is that person from the past, I feel like you're no longer interested because you're like, are you going to make a move? And I don't think that you knew this person there's a pedestal kind of energy that's going on here in this group. All right. So that was pile number 1. If you are just joining us, we just did pile number 1, which is the threshold, and we are moving on to the starborn. Compassion. I had a neighbor who I thought was my friend, and then he started hitting on me. He was in his 50s and I was 24. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Where this person is like kind of obviously not your type in some way, and they know that too. Aw, thanks, guys. Everybody's wishing us a happy Valentine's Day. Hi, Luna. Luna's going to come sit on the heater over here with her whole body. She's lucky. She's cute. Okay, so moving on here to pile number 2, the starborn. Hi, girl. Oh my gosh, she moved to one side of the heater. She must have heard me. She must have understood me. Maybe you feel that about this person. That you don't know how they understand you, but they understand you. That's kind of like coming through with the starborn energy. Let me just get that up there. It's kind of coming through with the starborn energy that there is something unique and it feels kind of mystical, to be honest. All right, let's see. So for pile number 2, who wants to be pile number 2's Valentine? Okay, this is the pile. A lot of people want to be your Valentine. A lot of people want to be your Valentine. I think a lot of people try to get around you. They want to be in your friend group in order to try and like show off to you, in order to try and get you to choose them, basically, and in order for you to be their Valentine. And some of these people could have even used like less than savory methods, like negging. If you don't know what negging is, it's like from the pickup artistry world where a guy will try to really knock your confidence by giving you like a backhanded compliment. Like, oh, you look really nice today. Like, too bad about that shirt or something, and they just try to get you in your head so that you like kind of fixate and think about them. So if you have people around you that are treating you in a way that's like, you're like, I don't really know where I stand with you, or then I think some of these people may be having a crush on you. I'm not trying to make you paranoid or weird or anything, but like in a conversation, but this is the group. And there usually is one group where it's like, okay, these are the hotties. These are the people that like a lot of people like. I just heard everyone. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. A lot of these people could also, oh my gosh. Not all of these people are the best of people, okay? So some of these people just see you and you're so unique and different, but they could already be in relationships, and they are like, or they're overcommitted in some other way in their life, and they don't know what to prioritize or anything. So I feel like this is a group where you could have really gotten the wrong impression about yourself by the way that people have handled you in the past, because they kind of think that you are like rare and amazing, and also kind of just ever so slightly out of reach. I think sometimes even people who like get you alone or like take you out on a date or something, they still feel like you're ever so slightly out of reach. And it could be because some of you are pursuing some kind of dream, and I just heard way down deep inside, I got a dream. And I also think these people that are interested in you have their own version of that dream here as well. And I feel like there's a timing thing. This is weird. I wonder if this is karmic. But there's like some kind of timing thing here as well where, and take this however it's resonating for you. Like if there's a certain person that you're wondering about, I think this probably applies to them, like the things that I'm saying. But like I said, there's multiple people here. So it's hard to zero in on like any certain energy. But like I said, I think that you may show up in somebody's life here almost as a karmic test in a weird way, because they could already be like in a relationship. Maybe it's fine, or maybe it's like not fulfilling in some way, but then all of a sudden like there you are and this person has to make a decision. Or this person could be trying to pursue some kind of like dream. It might be for the wrong reasons, it might be for the right reasons, and then all of a sudden you show up and it's like, well, I have to go here to do that. And then I feel like there's some kind of weird karmic thing around like timing and people having multiple priorities in regards of your energy, because you are this like kind of very unique one-off starborn kind of energy. And that's really the way that people see you. You're like a one-off. You're a purple unicorn. It seems like people have never met somebody like you before. You're very sparkly, interesting. I just heard I never know what you're going to say. And that could be, for some of you, that could be like playful banter, like about this person's behavior, where you might make some kind of like joke about this person's outfit or like behavior, but it's coming from a really good place. And also, they see you're growing, and they don't necessarily know what it is that you're going to turn into, but there's this like magical quality of like possibility or something here surrounding you. But yeah, this group has a lot of options, like a lot of options. I also think that you're very disciplined though. So even though there's something about you that's different, it doesn't mean that you're sloppy or that you are like unobservant, you know, that you're off in your own world or anything. I actually feel like you are very self-disciplined. I actually think that these people are too, but I think some of these people come off as being very wishy-washy to you, and it's because they're juggling. Honestly, I feel like it's their juggling, and I don't know what they're juggling because there's so many people here. Some of these people are very busy. They genuinely have overextended themselves in some way, or you meet them at a time in their life where it's like, like they got, you know, maybe they just got a promotion, and then somebody quit, and then they had to take on an extra job at work or something, and they have that as like a solid goal or something. Yeah, so some people are just over prioritized. For some, it's like they're in this situation that's not really working for them, and then you all of a sudden you show up, but they don't really know that they can pull you, to be honest. They don't know. And even if they could get you to go out on a date, they don't know that you would stick around forever, because they think that you're made for something greater is what I'm getting. They honestly do. They think that you're gonna like up and leave or go chase a dream or something. Yeah, that's what they think. And I think this is important for you to understand too, because Spirit is saying, like, I think you've been treated badly or callously or in this nonchalant kind of manner, and you got the wrong impression about yourself because you were thinking, oh, I must not be important, or this person doesn't care about me. No, like, you are really sparkly. I think it's they didn't know how to handle you, basically. They didn't know if you like them back or if you could be tamed, basically. I feel like there's a untamable, you're not interested in being tamed kind of thing. And I really think, yeah, and some of you feel like you trusted the wrong person here too. I think sometimes people are scared to show how much they like you, because this is weird. I think people play a little game around you where they kind of flit around in front of you because they want you to notice them and then pursue them. And it's because of you, actually. Some of these people are not like this with anybody else. I think some of you might be like, what is wrong with men today? Like, they don't actually pursue people or something like that. Like, I don't get it. You know, this is not the way that you ask somebody out on a date that you like. You know, and I think that some of you have had experiences like that, and it's because these people are like kind of intimidated. They're so in awe of you, and they want to seem casual. They also might want to seem like a friend, you know, because a lot of these people, that's how they try to get close to you, is like they take the route into like your friend group. Okay, they also can introduce themselves to some of your friends, and then like they hang out with some of your friends, and that's a way that they can be around you, and then they kind of wait to like reveal themselves. But they also, them revealing themselves is I think in a very subtle way, because they're not shy though. They're strategic, but it's coming from feeling like you have a lot of options, but they feel a genuine friendship with you. And so they just kind of like wait for that moment, but it's like they want you to pick them. Like, yeah. So you could also be a person that's like friendly with everybody, and this person can't really tell if you like them as like more than a friend. And so it's weird. They're trying to get up close to you and observe you, but this person is not observing from a neutral place. They're definitely not. So I think that they misread certain things sometimes. So some of these people are friends, genuinely friends, and you don't think of them that way. But I do think that some of these people you may actually like, or have a crush on, but I think you would wonder like, what is up with their behavior and why are they doing that? Why are they being this way? And I also think for some of these people, it's a comfort zone for them to over prioritize themselves, where they like, for some, this person could be a workaholic or something, and they like being able to put their mind on that while still kind of wanting to pursue you. And it takes the pressure off, because I just feel like people don't want to seem like a loser around you, because you're kind of cool. It's like Fonzie, but like the girl Fonz, like, like you're just so cool that people don't want to not be seen as cool next to you, or like, and they also want to be seen as like cold, detached, like non-bothered, when it comes to your energy. Yeah, they do. Because they want to impress you. That's what it is. These people are wanting to impress you, but I don't know that all the time you understand that that's what's going on, is that they're trying to impress you. I think for some of these people, it's like they've just infiltrated your friend circle and then just like sort of sat there, and they've literally waited for years for you to like, recognize that. And they didn't say like, that's what I'm saying. They're not coming from a neutral place, where I think it's kind of obvious, but it's like they sort of keep themselves in this like deluded state or something. And oh gosh, for some of these people, I literally just heard like, yeah, I made her laugh. Like, like when they went home and like they're in the mirror and they're like, I made her laugh today. But like, really, this person has been friend zoned for like 7 solid years for you, and there's, I think, other people where you do like them. They do make you laugh for like the right reasons, and, but they're doing something else. They could have somebody else on the side. They could, that they're scared to give up on, or some kind of habit or something that they're scared to give up on and actually fully like pursue this. There's a lot of people, they need inner strength. I feel like the people around you like that have a crush on you and want to be your Valentines, they need inner strength. And this is even the inner strength to be rejected. If they really like you so much, because also these people being around you, this isn't true, genuine friendship. And I imagine, I picked up on this before. I imagine these are the people that have, karmic lessons to learn around friendship, because it's not, friendship is a genuine thing, and it's something that we should all have. And I think that actually, through no fault of your own, because I think that you genuinely have built like a broad friend network, it's just been infiltrated by spies is what I'm getting. It's been infiltrated by these people who are not genuine in their friendship towards you. And I think for a lot of you, that could have left you feeling like you trusted the wrong people. And yeah. And it's because these people's approach to friendship is actually lacking towards you. And it's something, and it feels like impaired empathy too. Like, cause these people are fixated on you and they're obsessed with you, but they don't really think about you as a person. They don't really think what that might do to a person to have people, cause I think people know that you're attractive, and like, they just don't think that what that might do to a person to not have genuine friends around them, or people who are not able to hold the boundaries of friendship when you actually need a friend. I think there's a lot of people who like to be associated with you, who like to be seen around you. But it's from that very superficial place, but they don't ever want to be too close of a friend, because they want to try to take it to that next level, is what I'm getting. There's some legs, calves, legs, something here about that. I don't know if they like your legs or whoever this person is. Something about their leg stands out where you're like, damn, not skipping leg day, or like maybe they're very leggy, or I don't know. There could be something about that. Female friends do it too. They let me know I'm not important to them. Okay. What in the world is going on in this pile? Yeah. It's because it's like chum in the water for this pile. There's like a frenzied energy, but it seems cold and detached, but it's weird because it's a frenzy, because people are like frenzied, around you, but they're trying to avoid competition is what I'm getting. They're trying to avoid a direct confrontation. And I don't think that's with you. I think that's with other competitors. So these people know that there are other competitors around, these people that want to be your Valentine, and they're trying to avoid direct confrontation with these other competitors, because I think they don't want somebody to be like calling out their flaws in front of you, and like that gets stuck in your mind, like, oh, look, the dweeb is like da 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 or something. They don't want that to happen. And there could be other people that they're intimidated. And I really get that these people don't know who you like. And genuinely, you might not like any of these people because they might genuinely be your friend. I feel like these people can be so moody. Okay, so yeah, because it seems very cold and detached, but I feel like some of these people lock on to any little thing that you do. And if you like do a friendship thing, like you make a joke and you guys have like a little like interactive banter, they're like, oh my God, they're so in love with me. And they're on like cloud 9 for the rest of the day. But if you just ignore them, or like you're like, I really don't have time right now, then I feel like they get so moody and they feel like absolutely rejected. And I don't think that you see any of this going on because they're trying to hide behind this facade of friendship, this like it's very Aquarian, right? Like very cold, very detached, very like at a distance. And so this could be some of the things where you're like, are you okay? I just feel like I asked for some space or something, and then all of a sudden you're not speaking to me anymore. And this person's like, oh yeah, like it's totally fine. And then even in that, they're like, yeah, like you're chasing after me. And meanwhile, it's like you're just you're just trying to live your life, and you are operating under the assumption that this person is like your friend or something. Yeah, there's a lot of self-doubt here. There's a lot of like I can take you or leave you, or like nonchalant kind of thing, but they're not nonchalant about you. I feel like also some of these people could just like not talk shit. I feel like that's too strong of a word, but they could also just like be like, oh my God, yeah, they're so annoying. And they like say it to your other friends, like whenever you're bothering them, whenever you're not feeding their fantasy basically. And, but it's just to bring you up in conversation and to once again, to be associated with you, of like, we have some kind of like close, intimate kind of relationship or something. And they just want to be associated with you in social groups. So even if you're not talking or you're at a distance, it's like, oh yeah, like we're not talking, and so the people still associate them with you. Wow. Okay. There's so many people here. It's just like really hard for me to drill down into this. Okay. So who wants to be a Valentine to pile number 2? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these ones have like little words at the bottom: emotional maturity, insecurity, and playing small, lack of planning, lack of foresight, unexpected delays. These people are like very immature. I don't really think they've thought this through to the end. And I feel like honestly, you being a human being has like, for a lot of these people, gotten lost in translation because they don't, like I said, they don't really think about what that might do to have people taking up space in your time, in your, when you have the extra ticket, when you have, they take up space in your life and they're not there to be a genuine friend, and you think that you're building like a genuine network of people, and it's so finicky. It's actually so finicky around you because these people have had an ulterior motive the entire time. And if they just were to put something out there and you were to just say like no, then I think they would have actually moved on. But then I think when you actually need a friend, that's when these people are like not there because they don't want to solidify themselves in your friend, like in like the friend zone. Tasha, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy Valentine's Day. I always look forward to these Friday readings. Thank you. I need to know who these people are who are thinking about me in this way. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. And I feel like they take their distance too because they get emotionally burnt out because there is an emotional like underdevelopedness or immaturity here. So they spin their wheels a lot like internally, but they need to take action in the external world in order for them to kind of be released from this cycle. So they wear themselves out, these poor people. They just, they tugger themselves out is what I want to say on an emotional level. And then I think for some of these people, they actually kind of get like sick, even if it's like heart sick or emotional sick. And then they like kind of move away from you for a time. And like I said, some of these people you could like one of these people or like maybe, yeah. But I think that, I don't know. Okay, so I'm trying to zero in now on like if you do like one of these people like that also wants to be your Valentine, and we had the Lovers card that came out in reverse. So and funny enough, the first word out here is self-love, and we have like the self here that I was getting. So I think you feel like there's an imbalance and that possibly there's a misalignment of values, and maybe that this person makes bad choices or has this fear of commitment. So that could be the juggling that this person is doing where there's like somebody else that they have in the background, or like this could be a habit, of being like an F-boy or an F-girl, something here like that. And that's what's in the background. But yeah, I feel like you feel this, but it is also coming from insecurity and immaturity and fear. Like they're afraid to kind of go all in with you. And even though it's like this person like when they think about settling down and committing to somebody, they think about doing that with you because you're different to this person. So if this person is like an F boy or an F girl and they're in your friend group and you guys have this kind of like friend connection and you're kind of waiting for this person to like, that they know that you like it feels like you guys like each other, whatever. But there's possibly been like other people or this person's not making their move or something here like that, then I don't know. I think that would be confusing for you because this person thinks about committing to you. But I think it's like in the distance, in the future, when they're better, when something like clears out, and possibly once they've ran through all their options here. Because I think this person may also have options and they utilize those options in order to keep them cold and detached from a heart space. And all it is emotional maturity and like self-protection. But it's like in this very negative way. So now I feel like we're getting somewhere with this person that maybe you also like, or you're questioning. I'm hearing like you're questioning if they're genuine or if they're authentic. And I think that you may have kept yourself at a distance from this person because you are questioning if they're genuine or if they're authentic. And you may have seen them out like, with somebody else or something here like that. And so that's where you've kind of put up your distance with this person here. Okay, yeah, cold, bad advice, emotional manipulation. I think this person maybe received some bad advice and they were told to emotionally manipulate you. Possibly like with showing off like their friends because somebody told them that you would think that that's cool and not absolutely disrespect them for that. Like think that they are disrespectful, but also like that's not alpha behavior. That's not strong behavior. That's pissant behavior. It's weak. It's little weakling, weird shit behavior. And I feel like that's exactly how you see it, to be honest. And they are trying to, okay, so what you kind of naturally instill in other people is what I'm getting. The moodiness, like they're trying to do that to you. They're trying to put that in you. And then when they see, it's like they're the other side of the coin to these other people here, but it's the same karmic pattern. And I don't necessarily know how it's the same karmic pattern. I just know it's the same energy that they're trying to put on you. So this person actually may match you in this energy where they also have a lot of options. People try to become their friend in order to, it could look very, very similar and it's not working on you. And so I think this person's tried to put this energy into you. So the bad advice that they have taken may have also been from like the devil on their shoulder, like an inner voice that's like, this works with all the other ladies. Like, why isn't it working with group 2? Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'll sleep with all of her friends and I'll parade them around in front of her until she gets really moody and until she retreats to the corner and cries into the punch bowl. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm looking at you. I'm wondering why you make bad decisions. I'm seeing that you're non-committal. I'm seeing that you're emotionally detached. I thought we had a thing here and I thought that you liked me back, but then you just get cold and distant. And so now I'm pulling back and now it becomes this like weird, like the magnets, you guys are like magnets where like you're really drawn together, but then something's like happened here where it like then pushes you apart. And now I feel like you're repelled by this person in a way because of what they did and because of the way that they behave themselves. So there's like a bit of a karmic pattern. And I think that weirdly you can see your karmic pattern in this person and the way that this person is kind of like treated you or tried to put something on you. But the difference is I don't think you're trying to do this to other people. I think that you're just yourself. I think that you're just genuinely friendly. I think that you are possibly busy or you're like out networking and people have tried to put on you. They've tried to put upon you this passionate energy. And this is weird because it's almost like people don't treat you as a person, like a flesh and blood person who doesn't want their time messed with, who needs to be respected. Because I feel like a lot of these friends are like, oh, if I just wait for the right time, I can change the way that, I can get them to think about me in this certain way. They're not respecting your boundaries. They're not respecting your choices. They're not respecting your preferences. And it's really tyrannical. And it's not, I think you're learning about friendship, but like from a different perspective where it's like, oh, somebody who, just because somebody's nice to me and like goes to the concert with me or something like that doesn't necessarily mean that they're my friend. I think you're learning that. But yeah, this other person I think experiences the same thing, but they try to put it in people. They try to weaponize it. And what's weird is that if there was a standoff between the two of you, there could have been that, where it's like, especially on this person's side of it, where I feel like they really could have tried to save face. So they could have like, I don't know. It feels like talking shit is too strong of a word, but it feels maybe not for this person though, because I think this person would have really taken it harder, like a chip off their shoulder is what I'm getting, because they're used to people falling all over themselves, like for this person and like pick me energy and like trying to like be all up in this. It's just not working with you because you expect a genuine relationship. You expect this person to be sincere, like whenever they approach you. You don't want there to be other people. And if there are, you're just going to leave because you have other options too. They have other options too. And so I think for some reason, like other people look at this person the same as other people look at you. That sparkly, whoa, like you're so different and we're also friends, so maybe I've got a shot. This person, especially if they're male, I feel like they're like, well, I'll hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they play in that space. They really do. And it gives them this sense of like, they like people. I just heard they like people feeling disempowered, like around them. They like keeping people on like the chain. And that's why this person wants to put you on their chain. It's nothing personal, I just heard. Yo, this person was like, it's nothing personal. Like, they're not trying to hurt you. This person's not trying to be a sadist, but they're trying. I'm seeing this person like trying to chase you around and like get you on their leash in order to like whip you around by your feelings. That's what this person's used to doing. They like to be powerful. They like to be in control. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I just saw, this person holding hands with somebody and they were going round and round like in the teacup, like wee. And it's reminding me of that quote from Practical Magic where Nicole Kidman's character is trying to describe what it feels like to fall in love. And she's like, it's like spinning round and round really fast. So I think this person's just really used to getting people to like fall in love with them. But it's kind of reminding me of like the teacup ride. If you've ever been on that, it's like where it feels like you're riding a giant like egg beater. But like once you get in there, there's that circle in the middle and your whole group can like turn the circle and then you find out which one of your friends is a psychopath or like an adrenaline junkie because you're just like really whipping around. That's what it feels like this person is used to doing. So I'm seeing them do this with another person, which makes me think that there's been somebody else around here that you absolutely know about. And they have like, they just keep going around and around. So this person's like with somebody and they're not serious about this person. I think you thought that they liked this person and that they were like pursuing this person. And I think that that was a performance put on for your benefit. Like you were supposed to think that, but really this is just some act that this person does with literally everybody who will let them because I just heard I'm addicted to attention. This person needs gratification, validation, and attention via their attractiveness and through getting people to engage in this weird little dance that they do. But then I'm seeing this person sometimes come over to you. And I think you guys kind of like halfway go around, but you don't go around fully and you don't just like fall prey to that, especially because there's this other person. And so I think you're confused. Like, is this friendship from you? Like, is this friendship or is there like this person like, and the spinning is like giving me kind of confusion vibes. So this person intentionally gives you confusion vibes of like, do you know if I'm effing her or do you not know that I'm effing her? Because maybe this is just the way that I am with all of my friends of the opposite sex. Yeah, like I'm very touchy-feely, but it's just the way that I am. No, they're doing the thing and he's getting this person to fall in love with them. He has no intention of being genuine and reciprocating those feelings. It's a power trip. Basically, that's what it is. It's a power trip. And it's because this person is insecure. At the end of the day, this person is just insecure and they push that onto other people. And that's the difference between you and this person. That really is the difference. And there could be a friend group or somebody, some kind of large network that you actually share in common with this person. And it's a lesson for them all is what I heard. They're all possibly watching this because some of these people in this group are watching you and some of these people in this group are watching this other person because you guys have like this connection. So it seems like you guys are the two, I would say hotties, but there's a sparkly different energy, which kind of brings to me like some kind of personality or something. Because that's how people look at the both of you. So it's kind of like staring in the mirror. But this person's like the rotten version of your mirror because they are taking advantage of people and they do it on purpose as a part of like their game. That's to them what dating is. You're not like that. You genuinely, I think, are building like friendships. I think you know that certain people are interested in you. I think that you take great pains to signal that, hey, we're just friends. And you allow people to make their decision if they are okay being friends with you or not. But you're not trying to string anybody along because that would be counter to you building a genuine friendship with that person and respecting them and their emotions and their right to find somebody that wants them back. Like you have a lot of respect. And so I feel like the two of you are like looking in the mirror and I think if this person talked shit about you because they felt like you weren't playing their little game, then I feel like this person would have projected that nasty, shitty quality that they have about their sparkle onto you. And they could have been like, oh yeah, that person is just a player. Like talking about you, like, oh yeah, that person is just, they like to mess with people's minds. They know that everybody likes them and this and that. And like, aren't they just full of themselves? No, bitch, that's you. That's this demented guy here. And he's pushing that, he's projecting that all over onto you. And this person has been vicious because I don't know about you. It's like that kind of energy where you think this is the guy that makes women like fall in love with him because they think that he's nice and they think that he's genuinely their friend and that he's this smiley, genuinely happy, good-natured person. And really he's not. This is a power trip. He's using them. So this to me, it's like the ultimate version of cruelty. And I just heard cruel intentions and that came through in another one of the readings where it's like it's not sincere. It's all about him. And it's so that he can keep himself detached. He does this behavior with literally everyone, but everybody feels special. It's kind of giving narc, to be honest. It's kind of giving, It's kind of giving narc narc. And you may have dodged a bullet here with this one, but it's because you have your own gravity is what I'm getting. You have your own sense of self. And I think that you sat back and observed and, yeah, like you transformed out of this cycle. I really do feel like, and I think you avoided a tower moment because the tower came out in reverse. So you could have avoided a tower moment or either now or in the future, because this person always has options and they aren't slowing down anytime soon is what I'm getting. Talfa, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. Fear of change. Yeah, this person's afraid of changing. Yeah, I just heard them say, like, I've just always been like this. I've been like this as long as I can remember, which I'm kind of getting is like as long as I've been dating. But I even saw like teenage years, like from when this person was, you know, first kind of flirting and stuff. Like they've just always been this way. But I think this experience with you has actually, I think for some of you, this person was trying to delay you realizing what they are. And they could have been trying to delay you realizing that they were in another relationship with somebody else or that they had been with somebody else in order to have their cake and eat it too. This person is now starting to piss me off. And I feel like that is like been your journey with this person. And all of this, that's this energy that's around you is disrespectful. These people who try to weasel their way into your friendship, and when you try to respectfully make it clear that you think of them as a friend and they still try to push your boundaries and they don't respectfully leave and like match your energy. And I'm talking about just in terms of respect. That's pissing me off. This person is like doing the same thing. Everybody is just trying to take from you and then they call it love. And it's really just fixation. And I think maybe one of your karmic lessons is that fixation is not love. Because I think that, you know, you might have this starborn energy. Some of you might resonate with like being a star seed or an indigo child, or there's something about you that's different, that's boundary pushing, or you feel like you have this destined energy that you're trying to like go after. And it's like you have this dream or something. And that is what kind of keeps you distant, is because there's something here that you're meant to do. And that's coming from a very genuine place. You're not trying to play with people's hearts or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just getting that people tend to be kind of fixated. They want to ride your coattails is what I'm getting too. But this is your energetic coattails because you're different or you're unique. And for some of you, this is like even people who are like very well off or something, and there's a certain way that they're expected to be, but you like break that and in a way that is sparkly to them, you know, or that they feel like, I don't know, is cool in some kind of way. Okay, so this person that I think that it was a mutual thing, but you just got really turned off of this person. They are a fool and they were like, okay, fine. And I think that they were trying to offer you the bare minimum because look at his hand, like trying to just offer that flower, like, okay, here, you know, and I mean, if you want this, you can take it. Like as they're going away, oh, this person's making me so mad. And I think they fell off the cliff in some way. So I think, yeah, there was a tower moment. That was the ice machine. There was some kind of tower moment. And look, okay, so with the two of swords coming out in reverse, it says lesser of two evils, no right choice, confusion, indecision, information overload. I feel like this person was like, there's no right choice here in this situation. And you were like, okay, bye. And then this person just like fell off a cliff somewhere. And it was because they weren't making a decision or they refused to see something here. They refused to see the way that they were blocking you is what I'm getting. And that they weren't using their intuition and that they were blocked off at the heart space. And it caused a big blunder is what I'm getting. It caused a big tower moment, a big kerfuffle. This is the person that wants to be your Valentine. So tell me about them wanting to be your Valentine. Because I feel like this person could have just been like, okay, here's this stupid one flower, you know. Hold on, let's see. So why does this person all of a sudden want to come back or be your Valentine? The Empress just came out because they're realizing that nobody compares to you. They've always felt that way about you, but I feel like this person would have, I don't think that they've ever had to do that. I think that this person's used to having people that they are uninterested in just throw themselves at them. People that they don't feel a pull towards, people that they don't feel connected to on a heart level. So they're just not used to having to risk anything. And don't get me wrong, I feel like a lot of these people could be accomplished or they could be attractive or something like that. It's just this person doesn't feel anything towards these people. So they feel the power. They feel in control. And I'm getting, now I'm seeing this person sit and they have no face. They have no face, but it's like their energy is pointed towards you. So like you can feel them like energetically staring at you or something like that. And what they want, because I just saw you go over there and like look in their no face, like it's just like open and like you peeked in there and I saw like two men in suits arguing over a desk, like not over the desk, like this is my desk, not like that, but just like there's a desk in between them and they're like doing businessy things and they're like, so I think this person wanted you to like see them it's the same pattern where it's like they want you to see them as successful. So you've gone away and this person went away. And so they want you to become interested in them. That's what all these people have in common. This cool guy or this cool girl thing where they're like, and maybe you have that too, you know, because we all have that sense of self-preservation that I feel like can show up in this way. But if you're a genuine person and you really like somebody and you're trying to be respectful and you're not trying to dick them around, when it comes time to express feelings or express the truth of what's been going on, then you do it and you say, hold on, let me give you my full attention. We're about to sit down and have this conversation. I feel like that's what this person cannot do. And instead they just whatever, like they just kind of whatever and like jumped off this cliff over here. But they want you to regret that. And they want you to go back and like see them as like being high powered or successful in some way, like look at what you missed out on kind of thing. But I don't think that that's what happened. I don't think that you went and peeked in. So for some of you, this person could have like had some kind of success in their career. But you don't know about it because even if you were like thinking like what could have been with this person if they didn't have their head in their rear end, like I still don't think that you went like chasing, you know, after this person in some way. But yeah, they see you as the empress. They see you as like the total package. And they've always seen you as that. They've always seen you as the person that they wanted to settle down with eventually on their terms. After they've done run through the town, after they like this person, I just heard that song. It's like, I got this ice box where my heart used to be. This person is so cold. They're so cold. They're so cold. They're so cold. Like around their heart space energy. But that would be confusing to you and to everybody else that this person gets involved with because they can be so personable. This person is like the charmer is what I'm getting. This person is very charming. And I think you are too, but I think you're a real one. Like your charm isn't glib and superficial. Your charm is real. And it's not like you would not be so cold and flippant, like in order to be the cool person, like you genuinely connect in with people's feelings. And this person doesn't. They just don't. But they've always like thought about you and they want to like draw you back. Like they want you to think that they're the only person for you because this person's used to standing out to people. They know it. They know that they got that sparkle. And they're used to controlling people like a puppet master, literally pushing people's buttons, controlling people's strings. But I feel like you got out of this, to be honest with you. I think that you are in some kind of sovereign territory energetically. And this person has like lacked direction and they procrastinated and it has created some kind of conflict here. And they could have intentionally tried to incite conflict. And I also just heard for some of you violence. They could have tried to incite violence that didn't come from them. That came from one of these little bitches that are around them or hoes, bitches and hoes that are like around this person. And, okay, when I said that, I felt my heart like pump really big, like that it just came out. This person does not want it to come out that that's how they think about these people that are around them. They just use them. That was how clear the energy was. And it was like, oh, wait a second. Like this person is scared that it's like, I'm hearing, what did I say? Okay. So like this person is like used to being so polished. And I feel like they just had like a panic of like, well, what did I say? Like, do people, it might be getting out about this person. It might be getting out about this person that this is the way that they are, or people are like suddenly realizing this in some way. There's a lot of delay energy. I feel like this person's like really holding themselves back and they're like distracting themselves. This is an old pattern. Okay. They wanted you to be the 9 of Swords came out upside down. I think they wanted you to be in the 9 of Swords energy. I think it was genuinely, this person couldn't understand the truth of you. It was genuinely, I'm not trying to sound dramatic. I think as far as this person's concerned, it could have been shocking or jarring or even traumatizing is the word that I wanted to use. I'm not laughing at someone's trauma. This seems a bit dramatic to me. Like that this person's like, oh my God, it was so traumatizing because I'm just used to everybody falling under my spell and then this person didn't do it. And I wanted them to be in the 9 of Swords energy and they didn't do it. And that was traumatizing to me that I couldn't put you in the 9 of Swords energy. I couldn't get you to sweat me. I couldn't get you to like be anxious. Yeah, their manipulation did not work. And whatever secrets that they were hiding just ended up harming themselves. And also these other people who are going to eventually, you know, it's a ticking time bomb when they maybe eventually, or maybe not, realize what this person actually is. For some, these people that are around this guy are going to think that he was like the bee's knees forever. Like literally gross. They're just not aware of it. I think that you became aware of it faster than most because I think you have this quality as well. And I think that you use your powers for good. And I think that's what this person was supposed to notice in you. I think this person may have thought that they knew how you operated too, because they could see in you like a different version of them, but you actually ended up having morals and like a backbone is what I'm hearing. Okay. And I think any misunderstandings, this all could be coming out. I'm just getting that this all could be coming out in some weird way. I just heard came out sideways, but, I think that you may have also had secrets, but whatever this person misunderstood about you, it came down to you having morals and a backbone. And I think this person was trying to project all over you that you were doing what they were doing, and they were going to beat you at their own game. They wanted to sword fight with you because they saw somebody that they were equally matched to, but they wanted to conquer you and have you destroyed in that 9 of swords energy. And so this person is acting like your enemy, is basically what it is. And I think that surprised you, that this person didn't have morals and a backbone. That is what the difference is. Like, that's what I feel like the mirror is like spirit is saying to you, please see your morals, please see your backbone, because maybe you're too hard on yourself because you're not like perfect. And perfectionism can be a side effect of genuine trauma, not what this person thinks is trauma. It's like an attention wound. It's giving narc. Where this person's like, oh my gosh, I could not weaponize your attention against you. And I feel wounded by that. Like, give me a break, this person. Ugh, gross. But yeah, and spirit is wanting this person to look in your mirror and say, I just heard that quote from The Prince in Me, because, you know, he's obviously a prince, but his parents cut him off while he went to Wisconsin, I think, of all places. And when he's talking to his butler about her because she just has like a regular job, and he's like, just because she's poor doesn't mean she's like not of quality. And his butler goes, the higher quality I was referring to was hers. And I feel like this person has to realize that you're better than them. You're actually more of a catch. I think this person thinks that they're a catch because they get attention, and they get attention through their manipulation, but they're hollow. This person is I know this sounds harsh. This person is a curse to anybody who comes into contact with them, genuinely. And you might have felt that way about them too, because they're just hollow. They don't deliver. This person is just a shallow piece of paper that you just put your finger right through. And it's what's hard about it is that I feel like in that piece of paper, it's reflected back like everything that you could ever want in a person, because this person can do that. They're charming, and they do it on purpose. You know, they know what people want, and then they just don't fall through, or they're in and out, or they play games. But you are the real thing. And I think that that's what shocked this person, or it's what will shock this person. And they thought that they were winning because this just works, and it has worked for so long, but I just heard their luck is running out. And I just keep seeing like secrets can harm you, you know? And I feel like the secrets that you had are how strong you are, how noble you are, something like that. Or the secrets that you kept come from that place. Like maybe you were trying not to embarrass them, or maybe you were trying not to embarrass somebody else. So you withheld certain information, or you were careful about the way that you said certain information. And, but it came from a place of your humanity, and it came from a place of your nobility. That's not the same thing with this person. So I feel like this person, I just heard reckless, abandoned, and endangered. They could have been reckless. They could have abandoned you. They could have abandoned their post. They could have endangered you. I actually think that's what went on, especially if they were trying to like pull in one of these people that they have completely duped in order to try and get this to start a drama. It just ended up hurting themselves, but they could have actually endangered you or like incited violence for some of you against you in some way, whether it's emotional violence or physical violence. But yeah, that's what, and this is the person that wants to be your Valentine. I keep coming back around like, what reading are we doing? This is the person that wants to be your Valentine. They feel like they're getting a new perspective, but that's what they were always supposed to do. And you're supposed to get a new perspective on them, a new lease on life is what I'm getting. And I think you are a part of the people around. I think each of you, this is funny, I think each of you are a part of the people around you in these networks getting a genuine picture of who and what it is that you actually are. Because the people that are around this guy, I think wanted to think badly of you, and they wanted to think positively of him. So they put him up on a pedestal, and they're like, he's just so charming, and he's the end all be all, and la 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 la. And that girl that I can see that he really actually likes, she's a bitch, and she just likes to play with people. She likes to get attention. She's a narc, like all that stuff. That's not the case. That's not the truth, and the truth will come out eventually. And so it's dawning on them that you're a real one, and that actually you would never have done the stupid shit that they were convinced to do to you, because you have morality and a backbone and nobility and humanity, and they don't. In pursuit of this guy, at the very least, they don't. So they could have lost themselves for a while. So now it's dawning on them that they were shitty and they were mean all while calling you shitty and mean. And actually, you had more strength than is reasonable to ask of a person. You had more nobility than could be expected from a person, actually. So that's I just saw like the light of day dawning on the situation. It's dawning on them slowly what they were involved with. And then it's dawning on them, last but not least, exactly the monster that they were dealing with. I just heard the monster under the covers. He is not charming. He is glib and superficial charm. He is a puppet master. He's maybe a sociopath, because that's the first item on the checklist. The sociopathy checklist is glib and superficial charm. The Bayou, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. So I am just really getting that. That's what, and then on your side of it, where these people who try to infiltrate your friendship group, they also could have thought that you are full of yourself or something, and that's why you were distant. They didn't see in you the truth, which is that you have a dream, or you're not trying to lead them on. They could have thought that you were rude for not falling prey to their advances or for going cold, even though they were the one that disrespected you. Because this is highly disrespectful, what's going on around you. And they can't see the fact that they are not genuine friends and that they should get the fuck away from you if they are being disingenuous in their intentions. Especially once you've made it clear that you're busy or that you're not interested. But their like heads are in their ass. So I think dealing with this other guy, like seeing you possibly like with this other person, they could have been also in denial about that. And possibly also like believed him or whatever. And because it was easier for them to like turn on you. So some of you had this experience of your friends and like this network turning on you because everybody was fixated on you, either out of jealousy on his side and potentially out of wanting to be with you because you're just this sparkly, beautiful little thing on your side. And they're trying to control you. So when you don't do what these people want, so you're not falling into these people's advances and you're not returning their feelings, all of a sudden you're a bitch. And you're like, I thought we were friends. Well, you were never actually friends with these people because they were not being genuine in their pursuit of friendship. They were always opportunistic. They were always the alligator swimming like beneath the water here. This is probably a very, very difficult lesson for you to learn. Very, very hard, because this is also inappropriate mirroring. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Because the people that are around us mirror us back to ourselves in conversation. They reaffirm our identities. And that is not what happened here. I feel like this man could have been one of your strongest enemies actually in this life, because he is the vehicle through which all of these people started to scramble their mirroring around you. Otherwise, if you remove him, then I feel like you get reflected back to you in earnest, like in a genuine way, in a way that reflects your genuine character. This man, in some way, just his presence alone and the fact that he sucks and that he's such a liar, he scrambled up your mirroring because people wanted to believe him because they didn't want to believe you in some way. And so then you were treated badly and you were accused of doing the things that he was doing. And you received the repercussion he should have received, whether that was like social ostracization, people talking about like what a terrible person you are. Nobody's talking about what a terrible person he is. And he's the actual terrible person. I just heard that's misogyny for you. So for a lot of you, this is straight up misogyny. And for the women that are involved, like on his side, throwing themselves at him is what I'm hearing. It's in some kind of internalized misogyny, but they just wanted to hate you so badly. And it's also misogyny here because all these men that are around you, they see you as like a prize. And a prize is an object, you know? So they see you as an object. They don't see your humanity and they don't care to live up to their own. So fuck these people. I hope you don't have a Valentine this year, pile number 2, because I hope you're healing. Sorry, that's just my honest feelings about it. I think that you deserve better than this. I think you've been deserving better than this because clearly you're a catch. You know, clearly you've got a lot to give and a lot to offer. And honestly, maybe right now is not the best time for you to be in a relationship because I do think for some of you, you're meant to go somewhere else in pursuit of this dream, or you do have to be focused on something else. And that's the way that it's supposed to go in your life right now. So Spirit surrounded you with people that you're just not interested in. And you wouldn't be interested in this bozo if you knew the truth about what he is as well. But I remember there was some kind of delay. He wanted to delay you finding out something. That way he could have his cake and eat it too. Ew. So, yeah. And all of this, everybody in this reading, in these groups, just needs a dose of self-love. I wish that we could just put it in a little vial and I could just push it into people's butts. That sounds weird. That's not what I meant. I was just thinking about in Baby Mama where Steve Martin's character, you know, he's got like the ponytail. And at one point he turns and he asks her, she's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that great today. And he's like, do you want a shot of bee pollen? And she's like, no, I'm good, thanks. But that's what I was thinking is like just that. Do you want a shot of bee pollen? Do you want that shot of self-love really quick? Like that I could just gas you up with so that we can all treat each other like humans. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. So he was living in his little fantasy. Yeah. And that's what narcs do. they can't deal with reality because they're too fragile to face reality. So they build a false reality, and where they say that this is this and that is that. And for some of you, this might link up with a scapegoating reading that I did in order to create a scapegoat. And I feel like some people here needed you to be their scapegoat. That's kind of, it requires a sacrifice to get into the narcissist club, you know? And I'm seeing the devil energy here with that. And it's like that impulsive energy. So people had to impulsively sacrifice you, I feel like. And all of this is happening on an energetic level. I highly doubt, take it how it resonates. I highly doubt somebody was like, yeah, you need to like, I think it's just, it feels like that social understanding of like the group is talking shit about this person right now. So are you going to also talk shit about this person? And then you can be one of us. It feels very much like that. But it feels like gossip, you know, like people have to treat you badly in order to be accepted by the group, because some of these women are intimidated by you, at least in regards of this man, his feelings. And some of the men are intimidated about, they like for you to be isolated because then they feel like they're going to swoop in. At least they feel like it's their way of controlling you and controlling, like, they know there's competition. So if they can knock your name, then the competitors are going to think twice before they approach you. And that's what they want. They want you isolated. But who isolates people? Abusers. So I just don't want you to forget that that's who you're dealing with. Even if these people want to play like they're your friends, no, they're not. They're your fucking abusers, and they're your enemies, and they can suck one. Okay. Aubrey, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh yeah, we will. This is absolutely karma. I feel like it's all coming out because you've been incredibly strong is what I'm getting. And I do feel like you've processed this, and I just heard exit stage left. Like, I feel like you have exited this, and you're like, if you guys are not going to treat me kindly and be my friends, there's really no reason for me to be around. If you're not going to show up and be a partner, then there's really no reason for me to be around. See ya. Sayonara. Also, you don't get treated well. You don't get treated well, and there's no reason for you not to be treated well, because I just am kind of getting that you've been a kind, nice person. Nobody could reasonably expect any more than you've already like given. They couldn't expect any more. And I feel like you've probably been incredibly patient with these people. I really think that I just heard you've shown your sainthood, actually. I think that you've shown your sainthood in the face of these people's deranged, sometimes lunatic level behavior. Worshiping their false idol is what I'm hearing. Worshiping whatever false idol they wanted to worship in front of them. And I just saw people like foaming at the mouth because they got sucked into some kind of narc fantasy that their mind wanted to believe it in some way. They wanted to believe that you were the bad guy. All of them. All of them. So that's what I have for you guys, pile number 2. My condolences. The washed up guy from pile 2 is getting karma for Valentine's Day. Yes. All right, we're going to compassion this. I don't even know some of those people, but I'm an empath and feel their hate of me. Yeah, and maybe they were talking about, because this is like, Aquarius is broad groups, like broad networks. Sometimes people are on the edge of like your social group. So it's like people could have just heard stuff about you before they even met you. So they're not even giving you a chance. This is incredibly isolating. And I want to say these men who are like all after you, but pretending to be your friends, it's like, they're the ones that distance your friends from you, actually. Because I'm seeing like the earth like break up like around it. They're weakening your social web because they're so selfish and they're stupid, honestly, because I think you've made it more than clear, like what you expect, what you need, that you're busy, and they just cannot believe it. So I imagine a lot of these guys have probably very much hurt you whenever you needed a friend the most, because I just saw Spirit like take it's like a thick fatty red Sharpie marker, you know, like one of those expo markers that like really smell, like when you open it, and just right across their chest. Like it's like they got marked for something is what I'm getting. Because oh yeah, and it feels like that it's like a scar over your heart, but like that's just Spirit marked this person for somebody, or like for doing something to you, because that's their karma, is like you should have been a friend. I just heard, thank you for being a friend. So like somebody here, or I feel like it's multiple people, they really turn their back on you when you needed a friend the most, and it won't be forgotten is what I'm hearing. It won't be forgotten. This doesn't feel like vengeance, but it feels like, what the fuck are you doing? Spirit is like, no, absolutely not. Because you've shown your sainthood. I'm not saying you're a saint in every area of your life, but I really think you handled yourself really, really well in this situation. And so Spirit is saying, this person doesn't have anything else to learn. So this will be handled, kind of thing. Christine Graham Jenkins, thank you so much for your super chat. I love you so much, Jess, and I love our coven group. Have we named our Friday Freak Flag chat session in the Chaos Coven? Oh, I don't think we have done that yet. We will. Spirit is our Valentine. Yo. Okay, so that is pile number 2. There's always the one group where like everybody and their mom wants to date you. I think it's always group 2. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like it's always group 2 for some reason. Okay. Sorry, Luna. Hey, girl. You want to say anything? Little girl. She's like blinking at me, but I was trying to get her to meow. She was born on Thanksgiving last year. Wow. They get to suck a bag of dicks for Valentine's Day. Wow. Yes. Okay. We're all in a mood today, aren't we? I'm kidding. Okay. Date You Then Bump You Off sounds like a Nancy Drew series. Okay, so if you're just joining us, I'm going to put the choices up here. We've done the first 2, which is the Threshold and the Starborn, and we're moving on to the Maiden. I'm just going to take a second. I need a minute after that pile. All right, moving on here to, well, pile number 3, which is the Maiden. I need 2 years in therapy after that pile. Okay. We wouldn't be mad if you stopped the live at this point. This is rough. I will press on. Okay, so pile number 3, Spirit. Pile number 3. Okay, there's multiple people here, but it feels like more like solid concrete energy. There's at least 2. For some of you, I feel like there's 3. People that want to be a Valentine. Okay, this feels like a newer one that I'm picking up on here first, that wants to be a Valentine, some kind of newer connection. And I think they could have seen you doing something, and it could have been like weird or interesting. I saw somebody like fire dancing. So it could have been like, it has like, maybe some of you do fire dance. I don't know. But it's something like that. Something that's attention grabbing, because I'm seeing like the fire that's like kind of going up. They saw that, but they didn't know what it was. And I feel like this person was just kind of like, like they were interested and intrigued, and they just thought that you were really attractive. Okay. What about this? Who wants to be pile number 3's Valentine? Somebody who could have recently become single is what I want to say, or become independent, especially financially independent in some way. I think somebody could have sent this person packing is what I want to say. Or they could have made a decision to cut something off with somebody because it just wasn't working. And so I feel like they're actually coming to you. And this person, I think, is in their 9 of Pentacles energy. So I think they're single and ready to mingle. I think this person is like independent, and they're coming to you, and they're seeing you in this Queen of Cups energy. So whatever they left in the past, I think either they had to be in their Queen of Swords energy, even if this is a man, in order to like cut themselves away from whatever that was, or they left some kind of Queen of Swords energy. But the Queen of Swords energy is in their past, and they're like seeing you very much as the Queen of Cups, and they're seeing you as their victory. And I think this person has maybe been on some kind of long journey, but this feels like a personal journey. And I think that it had to do with building themselves up in the material world here in some way as well, and moving away from some kind of karma or like karmic cycle. This person seems like very strong, and I just feel like I just heard they had to get with it. They had some kind of like realization, and then this person actually followed through on the things that they needed to follow through to get themselves away from what I would call a karmic cycle or karmic pattern. I don't know that they would use that terminology, but that's who I am seeing. And so this person, they see you as the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as like having everything, basically. They see you as very stable, very loving, very calm. I actually think this person feels like they don't have a lot to give to you, but I think that they are a catch, actually. They just might not see themselves in that way. Okay, anything else about this person? This feels like it was destiny is almost what I want to say, or some kind of manifesting that like led them to you. I just heard God Bless the Broken Road That Led Me to You by Rascal Flatts. Oh my gosh, that's what it really feels. I feel like this person has traversed some kind of broken road. Okay, this person, I think, was trying to see you. I'm just getting this thing of like, they saw you. Okay, so it feels like they saw you at first and they thought you were really attractive and you were doing something interesting or something that they didn't understand. Lynn, thank you so much for the super chat. And they were like, they kind of were like, they were intrigued by it and they kind of put it on the back burner. And then I think that this person saw you again or they like meant to see you and they were gonna like maybe get closer to you or something. It feels like they were going to maybe start a conversation or something. And then I'm seeing like a door close right in front of them. So it might be this thing where this person, I think it's going to start slow because I think they just got like kind of not too slow though. Because once it gets going, I don't think a person that has like a self-esteem problem, like the other decks did, like where they're just going to like hide in the corner. I think this person, if they've got an opening, I do think that they're going to take it. And I think they're curious about you. And I think they want to start some kind of lighthearted conversation. And I think there's going to be chemistry there. And I think you're both going to be curious about each other. And then I think it's going to like kind of blaze up and go from there. But it's going to start moving once it moves. This person is just, I think there's been a time where it's like they wanted to connect with you or they wanted to and they were like kind of like, oh, not my chance. And then like the door, like something happens and then like they like, it broke their line of sight to you is what I'm getting. And so then this person, yeah, but they mean this person's going to approach you though. Like whenever they have an opportunity, they're going to, because yeah, they're sneaking around like your wish fulfillment in some way. This person could also come from a different place or something like that because it doesn't feel like they've been in your remit before. There's definitely been manifesting work that's happened here. Yeah, I think this person was not in the best of relationships in the past in some way. They felt dominated over, they felt stood over. I think it took a lot for them to break that cycle. And it feels like there's multiple things plugged into that cycle as well. They didn't want to let go of something, but I feel like when they've met you, they have let go of it. And it feels like that energy, whatever it is, it's still going to try to pull on this person. But this is a very self-determined person. And I don't mean just in the sense of determination. I mean, like they're self-determined. I mean, they set their own course. And I think that may have woken them up where they were in some kind of situation where they didn't feel like they were plotting their own course or they didn't feel like accounted for or something. And so once they realized it, because I think that's what's good about this person. Once they realized it, that's what's going on, that they're not in an equitable situation. I think that's what they realized, that they were not in an equitable situation. Then they can boss up pretty quick. Rachel, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. Yeah, this person feels like you don't see them. That's funny. And you might not have seen them. And they are going to test the waters here. And this person does have the higher cup, but like the Four of Cups, I should have showed you, but the Four of Cups in this deck has like, this guy's like, it looks to me like a dirty like forearm or something. It's not dirty. I think it's just like his hairs on his arm. So maybe for somebody, this person has like hairy forearms, but it's neither here nor there. But I think this person thinks of themselves as being like you remember Pigpen from Charlie Brown, where he's like, there's always that like smell or whatever like around them, because I think this person's really been through something. I don't think they have a hygiene problem or anything like that. I just think this person thinks of themselves as being like less appealing than they actually are, because they've actually been through something really difficult, and they are actually very impressive that not only did they get away, they've gotten down the road a little bit here. And I think you and everybody else sees this person in this Nine of Pentacles energy, that they have everything to offer. They're very independent. They're very even like polished and like regal in some kind of way, but it's like their mind hasn't caught up with that yet, because they've just been through something really, really hard. And I do think it was hard. I think this person had a lot of hard things that they had to come to terms with, and they had to energetically sever themselves from something and just be very firm. And yeah, so yeah, I think this person would be surprised how you feel about yourself too. I think you might mirror in that way. And that might be some of the healing that goes on, because this person thinks that you're everything. And also they think that you don't see them. Or that you see them as an F-boy. But the truth is that they're your lovers, and they know that. So they don't want to make the wrong approach. Nikki, thank you so much for the super chat. The other thing is that I'm getting that, yeah, because maybe it's because this person doesn't know you. So it's like they don't want to hit you with a pickup line, or they're like, I want to start talking to you, but I don't know how to start talking to you without you thinking that I'm not here for the right reasons, kind of thing. So that might be the only thing that kind of like hangs this person up. Yeah, they're anxious about it. I don't think it's like overwhelming, but I do think this person will at least have like one night where they're just like, I don't know how to like you're their wish fulfillment and they feel like you don't see them. Because, and your wish fulfillment, like after this person got out of this terrible cycle, they're like, and I'm going to have a sane, beautiful person. And then it's you. And this person, now that you're here, it's like this person, I think for some of you, this person was like getting used to being on their own and they were growing in their confidence. And I think when their energy tipped over, I'm just seeing like this little barometer and it like just tipped over into like the healed category. And literally like, I heard when the clock struck midnight, like as soon as that, like that's when they met you. And this person didn't realize they were healed, kind of, like, or that they had come far enough to where they were actually healed. And then they met you. And I think it just like catches them off guard. The timing of it is like catching them off guard. And for some of you, this is like a pile 2 thing. Remember I was saying, I wonder if there's like a karmic thing about like the timing, but this person I think is going to come through. They're going to follow through and they might actually break the spell, the curse or something here. So for some of you, remember, I always pick up on like there's some weird magic that's maybe gone on from like ancient Egypt times or something. But this person's going to break the spell. This is Cinderella. And yeah, the clock striking midnight. But this person's going to break the spell is what I'm getting of like, yeah, maybe they're overcommitted. Maybe they have somebody else or like something that they were considering. And it's this, whatever this toxic thing is in the background, but they're going to choose you and they're going to be all in. And it's going to break this like spell, this like little karmic spell that's been around you. Weird. That's weird. Yeah. This person is funny because they just feel like words don't suffice. This person might not be so much of a talker, but there's this energy of like, even if you give this person your number or something, and I'm just seeing them go to like text you and be like, they know how they feel about you. They know that it's real. They know that it's sane. They know that it's like, it could go somewhere. That's what they know. And then when they try to distill that feeling into words and they go to like actually text you, they're like, words don't suffice. I have to start off and say, hello, how are you? But like this person can feel like the well-bodied nature of like their internal state towards you and how like, and they don't know how to have that like be shown through like the words or something. So I think that's what's difficult. And so I think the asking out and stuff like might be the difficult part. But then once you guys go out on a date or something, I feel like it's just gonna like really click kind of thing. Yeah, this feels really nice. Yeah, this is the King of Pentacles. This is a King of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Yeah, so there's a painful ending. Okay, so that's one person that wants to be a Valentine. That's a good one. I almost don't want to even look in. There's another person here, and I'm just going to see who it is. And if it's stupid, I'm not going into it. Oh, it is stupid. Okay. Yeah, so somebody here maybe from your past. So you guys could be mirroring in that way. So for some of you, I'm really getting that there's a connection to pile number 2. And you realize the cycle of that. And you've been through I think you and this person might mirror in this way where you've been through a hard cycle and you haven't like dusted yourself off from it yet. Cause I think that there was a lot going on here that you had to like become aware of and Spirit needed you to become aware of it because I just saw Spirit like scooping all of it out. It doesn't want to leave any of that like negative energy. So Spirit is like scooping it all out, getting it all out of there. To like actually like clear it from your auric field is what it feels like. So you really are not going to go through any of that again. And I actually think that there's a lot of karmic connections that you left behind, not just one. It feels like a karmic cycle, but it feels like with like a lot of people here. So you may mirror on that front here. And so it could be somebody here from your past that's still like pulling on your energy. And that's like sneaking around, possibly like your place of employment or just like your routine. I don't think you know this person is sneaking around you. You might feel them energetically, but because they're still trying to cling to this cycle, but you've left. They're still trying to like cling to it. But you're growing in strength by the day. So this to me, this new person that's coming in, and I've been picking up on this energy for a while. And I think some of you have already met this person because I've been picking up this message here for, I think since like December or maybe even a little bit before that, where I started to get this like King of Pentacles energy. It's because you've been doing the work and it's not on a superficial level either. It's like really like, so you're emitting different like energies and things like that. And you're just determined is what I'm getting with this strength energy. And you don't want this like stuff. This is reminding me of another message that came out where I was talking about in astrology, Schmegs is like, it's ruled over by a lot of different signs in different ways. But like the predominant ones to me are Leo and Scorpio. Scorpio is like, it's kind of hidden. There's always like a hidden quality to Schmegs because you put things in holes. So that's like hidden, you know? But like also it's just not something that you do like out in the public square for most people most of the time, you know? There's always that kind of like, we do this in the privacy of our homes, like kind of hidden element to it. But the scorpionic energy, especially when like this is like, to me, it's like betrayer, backbiter, cheating, kind of sneaking around, because Leo is that energy of like, no, this is my partner. This is who I do the thing with. We're out like, in public. Everybody knows us. That just reminded me of a song. It's like, it's something like Everybody Knows Us. I don't know. But this is like, I claim you. In the light of day, I claim you. Like, there are no secrets here, and like my love for you is strong. And Leo has like a noble quality to it, and it's the creative energy. And so I feel like that's the difference here, is this new person that's coming in matches your strength, actually matches your strength. And it's reminding me of that Dr. Joe Dispenza video that I posted over on Patreon, which I've just been like meditating with that recently. But he says that the moment that you feel whole and complete in yourself is the moment that you create an equal. And I feel like that's what a lot of you have done. Like, you have created this equal, and that it's coming in. And I would just urge you to stay like very strong. And I think whoever this other person is from your past that's trying to come back, they're in this King of Swords energy, where they're still not in their heart space. They're still in this like cold energy, and they're thinking about like how they could have had everything with you. They're thinking about the lovers, but they're just thinking about it from the point of view of victory. And this person wanted you on your knees. They wanted you to need to be rescued from them. And then that to them, this person just, I don't even think that they know that they build on control. I think this person confuses control with love. I think you feel that this person's manipulative and controlling, and that they're throwing those things at you on purpose. And I do think that they are. Like, they do know what they're doing. But I think this person genuinely within themselves, they confuse control with love. So this person's like, oh, I could have had everything with this person. Like, but it's like, if I could have controlled them, we could have had this happy marriage. But they're getting their karma, they're getting their justice, and things are being balanced out because this person never gave you what you needed. And so that's actually like being balanced out. And part of their karma may watch you move on and have a different favorite, and move on and I feel like this person, for some of you, don't know the depth of how this person betrayed you. Like, there could even be more secrets here. But what you do know is that this person was like love crumbing you, and that they were not around for some of you. And that is a betrayal in and of itself. And so because they weren't around, look, this is you mirroring this other person. This is like kind of how you and this other person meet. Like, you had to stand on your own 2 feet. You had to become independent. And once you learned that, you started taking responsibility for yourself. And also, I feel the places where you shouldn't have taken responsibility, that's that codependent energy, where basically you were making excuses for this person, and you're like, it's okay, I can do it. I know for me, a big one, because I was raised Christian, and sometimes like I would, like, I remember when I got cheated on like the first time, like it was really bad. I was like 19 years old or something. And I always had this rule where I don't believe in doing the makeup breakup thing. So I was like, we don't do the makeup breakup thing. If one of us says that we're breaking up, then we're breaking up. That's it. So I was very like reluctant to say it. And I just basically like crawled into my hole for like a week. I didn't leave my bed. My best friend threatened to take me to the emergency room. That's how bad it was. Because I wasn't like eating or anything. And I don't remember why I was telling you this. The cheating thing. Oh yeah. Dang, I just lost my train of thought. But I just, I heard Alex sigh. And so I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't tell the story. But he was probably not even talking to me. So maybe that had something to do with the message. But yeah, no, there was something about that. And, I get it. So I was guilting myself in my own mind because I was like, well, I'm Christian, and shouldn't I be able to forgive? Because just a second ago, I loved him so much, and like I thought that we were going to end up together. And shouldn't I be able to forgive him? So I would like guilt myself with that. And so that's what I'm saying, like where you were taking responsibility for this person's actions and their behavior where you shouldn't have, you're going to start dropping that. Like, who's going to take care of me? Like, if I'm not doing it, kind of thing, Yeah. So this is that old energy that's just like pulling on you from the past. But this new person that's coming in, I really actually feel like, I just heard divine providence, and I feel like there is a beautiful like spiritual fulfillment that's coming through, and some kind of clarity, happiness, joy. And I'm getting Purvabhadra energy, which is right on the cusp of Aquarius to Pisces, which I'm pretty sure we just we're in Pisces right now, but we just passed through that cusp, like from Aquarius to Pisces. So for some of you, maybe you just actually changed your energy now as we hit that cusp. And yeah, because I don't know, like the last couple of weeks, I feel like I've just been processing a lot of gunk. Maybe a lot of you guys feel that way as well. But you're coming out the other side of it. And I feel like that is Or maybe you overcame some kind of temptation and it was actually some kind of karmic test. And I think some of you passed, and like something here is like actually clicking in here in some way. And you think that you're going to be alone, but I actually think that you're going to have a choice. And I think it might be this person coming back from the past, trying to do their same old dance, making you think that they changed and everything. And, oh, I finally pick you, and I've put all the bullshit down. If I've learned anything from having a degree in psychology, it's people do not just simply put the bullshit down because they made a decision. Everything goes into that. You build neural pathways in your brain. You have to practice another way of being. This person has not done anything. They just see you moving away, and they finally, I don't know, maybe they ran through the town like they planned on doing from pile number 2. And then they're like, okay, and now I'm ready. This person is in no way, shape, or form ready for a relationship. They are not changed. This person has a ton of bad habits in terms of their friends because they sleep with all their friends. And so therefore they have none, because that's not what you do to your friends, is use them like a carcass. And for some, there's even worse stuff that's going on with their friends. Like their friends could have been seeing somebody. Like this person just has no scruples. They don't have any voice inside their head that's like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Like they don't. The underlying issue here has not changed with this person that's coming back. I just feel like this person has gotten a lot out of glib and superficial charm. They've gotten a lot out of just putting on the mask for people. And that's what they plan on doing in coming back. This other person that wants to be your Valentine. But you've changed. And I feel like you're drawing in this Emperor, but I feel like there's been a change of like, you've changed and you're the boss in your own life and you're making your own decisions. And it's actually making this person feel incredibly nervous that you're going to give everything to somebody else. And I think you are, actually. Somebody who is going to appreciate you. Somebody who sees you as a star. Somebody who sees you as this sparkly different thing, but doesn't objectify you in any way. Thinks of your humanity. Shows up, chooses you, is a partner to you. And I think that's actually what is making you realize that something needs to change. Like with this other person, like that was kind of the key all along, because I'm seeing you go from that Aquarius energy into the Lover's energy. That's something that makes you say like, maybe I'm ready to settle down, or like, maybe I could. Some of you have like gotten to a point where you're like, maybe I don't want to be in a relationship, or like maybe my dream doesn't allow me to be in a relationship. And you're going to be like, this person's really showing up for me. Like, yeah, I didn't want to be in a relationship because all my experience with relationships has been shit, but it was all control tactics. So you've never actually been in love is what I'm hearing. You've never actually been held by love. And this person's going to hold you with love, and it's going to feel different, and it's going to be worth your time. And you're going to know that it's worth your time. And that's the difference. It's not this superficial change. This feels different because it is different. And I think it might cause you a bit of sadness, but like just to realize that you've never experienced love. You've experienced fixation, and you've experienced control tactics, and you've experienced people pretending to be your friend. But that's not the same thing as love. Elena, thank you so much for the super chat. Always right on the mark, Jess. Happy Love Day. Yes. Yeah. So, and I actually think you're going from maiden to mother to crone. Like somehow you've leveled up in your energy here. And it's through some kind of like self-love. Or for some of you, I just saw you embodying all of these archetypes here at once. So, haven't met this person yet. Yeah, because for some of you, I literally saw you crossing like the threshold here. And like I said, Spirit is being very careful with your energy. Like actually getting all of this like dredged up from your energy to actually have you move. Because it feels like a big cycle from your past that involves multiple people. And you are cutting ties with multiple people. So secrets are coming out about multiple people. And the way that they pretended to be your friend. The way that and you're just over it. Because people need like mental health, mental health, because that's what like has caused these people to act out of their integrity. Sorry, I'm gonna crunch my eyes. All right, that was pile number 3. Actually, I'm gonna draw out of this. Oh, Shakti powers. Okay. Oh my gosh, so many of them. Accumulate good karma, growth, fulfillment, connect diverse elements, came out on its head though, achieve many goals, wealth through marriage, procreation, devotion, burn, purify, spiritual energy, spiritual fire. Yeah. So a lot of good stuff coming in. And whoever this person is that's coming in, they're not, I think that's what this means, is they're not going to make you connect all these diverse elements in order to figure out who they are. It's not a game. You're not a game. Love's not a game. People are not a game. People are there for you to love them and to connect with them, you know? And if it's somebody that you're not interested in being with, then just be honest, like respect them enough, you know? Like we respect other people. That's what you have in common. And that's what this person has in common that's coming in. They're not trying to play a bunch of games in order to get attention. And then when they don't get attention, they feel traumatized. Okay, yikes. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so that was pile number 3. Okay, we're moving right along. We are moving right along. Guys, I'm not even caffeinated. How can we know who is our good person coming in? I think you're going to know. Win or leave it is to hear those words. It's absolutely not a game, and it never was. Yeah. And that's an incompatibility, I think, that you have with this person from your past, that it might have taken you time to see, because I think you saw a similarity between you and that person. And I think it was on a superficial level. And I think it was that kind of sparkle, but the heart is so pure in your case. And it's so decrepit in this other person's case. Yeah. Okay. What card are we on? We are on pile number 3, but actually we just finished pile number 3. So we're getting ready to go into the general messages. Okay. Let me just take another little drink here. Okay. I'm just going to douse myself in rose for the day of love. Thanks for, everybody is so good about like the running of the YouTube-y side of stuff. Thank you so much in the chat. Jess, you once described person 1 in pile 3 in another reading as making a soft entrance, and you were so right. Interesting. Yeah, it is kind of that soft entrance sort of like vibe. Oh, your name is Rose. How beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm reaching for the song deck here. Okay. The Devil in Me by Halsey. I won't take anyone down if I crawl tonight, but I still let everyone down when I change in size. And I went tumbling down trying to reach your height, but I scream too loud if I speak my mind. I don't want to wake it up. The Devil in Me. So you might want to listen to that song. Yeah, okay. Hold on, let me just get some more information here. Okay, interesting. Okay, somebody here wants to express something here to you. And I'm seeing the 2 of Pentacles like juggling back and forth. Okay, so this person is like playing small. They're like moving back. But okay, so the other 2 songs that came out, we have Miss Independent by Kelly Clarkson, which speaks for itself. Miss Independent, Miss Self-Sufficient, Miss Keep Your Distance. And then we have Vandalizer by Sam Hunt. I know exactly who let you in and right where I can find your fingerprints. You're a vandalizer, little hypnotizer, love crook, don't know how much you took. So it's like a love song, and it's like being kind of caught off guard. So it's like going back and forth here of possibly like, I don't know. Somebody here doesn't want to speak that they, I don't know. For some of you, this is like that pile 2 energy where it is almost what I want to describe as that karmic curse, where you come into people's life at like the wrong time. Well, they already have something else kind of going on. But I feel like this person maybe is looking at you like, which one are you? Are this little vandalizer that like you came into my life and now I'm in love with you kind of thing, and I wasn't expecting this, but also like you're Miss Independent, like which are you? They're trying to, you know, decide that. And I think for you, you feel like you're in this devil in me energy, like you don't want to wake up the devil in you that might have to come out and protect you kind of thing. And you don't want to play the game because it says like, I went tumbling down trying to reach your height, but I scream too loud if I speak my mind. So I think there's a lot of confusion here where with this person, I think you're not sure of like why this person behaves the way that they do and why they treated you the way that they do. And you don't want to say it to this person because if you speak your mind, then this person's gonna be like, whoa, 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 like, or that's too much. Or so you don't know, and you don't know if you're gonna have to protect yourself. So maybe some of you like just kept your distance. I don't know. Okay, that's weird. Why is this coming out? Yeah, somebody's trying to find their way back into your life. Why? I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I feel like we already talked about this person. Okay, they want to take responsibility. So there's somebody here who wants to take responsibility. Because they want a reunion. They have some kind of plan to have a reunion with you. Who is this person? I just want to make sure that it's not the same person that we just picked up on. This person feels like you knocked them down in some kind of way. Like you were the tower, but like in a good way. Like they were just really shocked. You could have also blown up their plan. And then this person like had to take a step back. And I feel like that's where we find this person in this reading. So why are they coming through? They want me to grab the message cards. I don't know if I really want to do this with this person. I don't really know if we want to go around. I don't know. For some of you, they could have gotten somebody pregnant or they could have this dream with you. They're watching you have a new beginning. So what does this person want to say? That they're watching you? That's soul. Yeah, he does. Okay, this person doesn't know if this is like a fantasy or if this could actually go somewhere, basically, because I don't know. For some, they think that you have everything that you need. They feel like you're their wish fulfillment, but that you have everything that they need, kind of thing. I don't know. I really don't like this. I don't like it when the energy comes back from the past, because I think the past is probably in your past for a reason. What does this person want to say? Love triangle. Okay. Too busy winning and unbothered. I think this is kind of the same energy. An offer. What's the offer? Reflecting. Crying over you. It's up to you whether you believe this person, but I think it's fairly obvious that this person wants to say that they've been crying over you, that they realize something. They don't know if you would accept their offer. They think you're too busy winning, but I think this person feels like they were baited into believing something by somebody who made something up. Somebody who started drama, but I think for some of you, this person also started drama. I'm surrounded by cats right now. I'm falling in love. This person feels like they're falling in love with you. Okay, what does this person want to say? And then I'm moving on from this. I don't want to cut it off if there's a reason that this is coming through. Because I don't make the rules here. I'm not an omniscient. I don't know everything. You know? What does this person want to say? They're thinking about it. This person's like, I better make it good. What should I say? What do you want to say? I feel connected to you. I'm thinking of forever. I want you, but I shouldn't. Okay. So they feel connected to you. They're thinking of forever. This person's serious about you. They do want you to know that, but then they want you, but they shouldn't. And I'm kind of getting the sense that this person may have, like I said, gotten somebody pregnant or they're with somebody else. Oh, stay away from me. I think you're hot. I love your body. Okay. I don't want to go on the wild goose chase that I feel like this person's sending me down. Because I think they're trying to do the mysterious thing of like, don't you want to know? I feel like this person thinks you're hot. They love your body. But I think you may have told this person to stay away from you. I don't know. I'm not really interested in playing that game. And I also feel like that's your energy. You're like, I don't really care because I think that you're just kind of learning anybody that's going to be in that wishy-washy energy towards you where they're making you guess or they're making you like, you don't want it. Like, whoa. Okay, so moving on from that, compassion to that person, but just no thanks. I just feel like we're moving on from that. Okay, so okay. Any other energy that would like to come through, Spirit? Spirit, what messages do you have for people? They're holding somebody off here. Okay, Spirit is just saying, Okay, I think that's why they let that energy come through. And Spirit just said, we're holding somebody off here, and it feels like with red tape, or they're keeping this person tied up in something, and they're holding it off because it's going to be the same go around. But I think Spirit is like basically inoculating you to this. You know, like that's what a vaccine does, right? Like it inoculates you. It puts the dead cells. I'm not a doctor. It puts like the dead cells of the virus into your body, so your body's own immune system can like study the cells, you know, and like make antibodies. That's what I feel like Spirit has done or is doing. And I don't know if this is in future readings or in this one, but that they're trying to inoculate you to something. And Spirit is saying it's the same old bullshit. It's the same old karma, and they just want to go back around again. So their Spirit is holding up some kind of block, and it could have been with some kind of karmic entanglement that this person was in, like getting somebody pregnant, or they're preventing this from going around again, is what they're saying. Because I literally just got goosebumps. Yes, like yes. And they want that to fill you with hope and excitement that you are finally like kind of free of this, even though this person's kind of pulling on your energy. So they're putting up some kind of blockage. And I think it's in the form of like legalities, responsibilities, red tape, some kind of contract. It's something Saturn, something authority, something that's keeping this person like caught up, bound up. Because you're out of it. So they're caught up with their own self and they're in their own mind because you've gotten out of it. You are not playing this person's game anymore. And again, I think some of this person can really lay it on thick, or they know the right things to say. Because even it feels like even in these readings, when I am saying like you're making so much progress, then all of a sudden I've noticed in like the last couple of readings, the tactic changes where then this person just kind of doesn't want to say too much, but they want to say just enough so you know kind of what they're thinking, and that you get intrigued, and that you kind of, you know, you follow the white rabbit down the hole kind of thing. And that's, this person's trying to kind of bait you in, but Spirit is trying to inoculate you to that. I keep hearing that. Spirit's kind of trying to inoculate you to this person's energy and to their attempts at harming you. That's what I'm hearing. I don't think it's like they want to like harm you. It's just by getting you they lack empathy. They don't think about the things that they do as being harmful, but it is. And because this person's unaware and they're not willing to become aware, Spirit wants you away from it. So I just heard, don't be surprised if this kind of comes through in your readings, not even just on my channel, on other channels. I feel Spirit is really trying to inoculate you to the kinds of attempts or approaches that this other person may have, because they just want to go around again. It's a third party situation. And I think Spirit is putting up a blockage if it's a third party situation. I really don't think this person can access your energy if they are in a third party situation again for any reason ever. I think if you and this soul come into contact, even in future lifetimes, they will be 100% single. It's not going to be ambiguous at all. This person, it's going to be a dry spell. There's not going to be like, then maybe you guys can meet at a grocery store or something. Like they're being so serious with you. And I think it's because you've either prayed and, yeah, or there's been some kind of something here. So they're trying to inoculate you. Anyways, fake koi and all about the hole. Yes. This person is a hole, like energetically. They just want to like, like if somebody tries to set a trap, you've seen in like the movies, you know, they put all the leaves and stuff over the hole and like, boop, you fall in. Like that's what this person's doing. And it's still the same thing. I feel like they get more sophisticated with their charm, but this person needs to find the heart space. They need to find like the deep space, you know? Or we could shoot them into deep space. I just heard one of you say in my mind. Okay, so that is what we have for the general messages. Spirit just wanted me to remind you again, like be on the lookout for it. They're deadening you to this person's energy. I feel like they're using the tarot and certain messages to do that. Like any attempts that this person, because I think you are out of the cycle, but this person is still trying to hoover you back basically and like pull on your energy. And Spirit is just, if you feel this energy trickling back in, it's because they're inoculating you to that person's energy. Because I think the virus is mutating is what I'm getting. Like it's trying to figure out like some kind of new way in, and you're out running it, and you've got help, actually, spiritual help. And this is reminding me of a spell that I say. And I put it on offer for all of you guys, like for your higher selves. It's reminding me of that. So I think some of you maybe have like done that, like accepted that. Okay, so speaking of spells, we have some candles here. And oh, Alex, you're so cute. Alex is so organized. Okay, so winter seasonal and year-round scented candles are back in stock. And the new Everyday Magic candle line is launching next week. So those of you who have bought the Everyday Magic candles for us, it's the same like basic format. That's what I have lit back here. We just beefed up the spells. Like we wrote new spells and like have been like really doing a lot of that intensive work. And the categories that we have, because we just like narrowed that down because we found that we were doing kind of similar spells. Like when we really got into it, we found that there was like a lot of overlap. And so we really tried to kind of like narrow it down and like condense it down, if that makes sense, in the Everyday Magic candle. So that is launching next week. And then we have limited edition candles. Luna just went and sat in front of that whiteboard. Our limited edition ones, those of you who are on Patreon, you know that we kind of tease these for you. We have these are beefy, okay? These are beefy boys. We got 2 of them, and it's in honor of Valentine's Day, and these are available now. And it's probably just gonna be for a limited time while we have these, unless they sell out really quick. Whenever these like just sell out in like a day, then we'll like talk about making another batch. So if they do sell out super fast, like we might make more of these. This is in honor of Valentine's Day, and they've got the 2 wicks here on top in honor of love stuff. Alex just like put this on here. That's what I was saying. He's so cute and organized because I know what these are, but I'm just gonna take these off. I love these vessels. I'm a vessel girl. I'm just a candle girl in general. So these have the same like high quality wax that you guys expect from us, 100% soy wax. A lot of candles, a lot of times will say 100% soy wax, but then they add additives in order to make it like not bubbly and like stick perfectly to the sides. But we just would prefer going without the additives because we like that clean stuff. We use clean wicks as well. It's another thing you got to watch with candles because a lot of times there can be like trace metals that are in the wick. So we try to find the highest, cleanest ingredients that we can. And these, of course, follow that same pattern, but we do have these just like this is like ceramic. They're really like high quality, hefty kind of candles. But so the one, and they have a light scent. Okay, so these are magic candles. Like we've said spells and stuff and set intentions with these candles. Obviously, magic is not an evidence-based thing like energy work, but we have done a lot of like intention setting, energy work, spell practices and things like on these candles to help them like emit a certain intention, a certain frequency. And also whenever you get our Everyday Magic candles, one thing that I like to do is like when you set your own intention, which we give you a card to do that. So like you can write it out, you can draw something out and just like keep it under the candle if you want, or just like put it up like somewhere to remind yourself of that. But then you can also whisper it into your candle. And I like to light the candle with my breath before I light it with the flame. And you just and you like tell it what you want it to do. But so anyways, like these Valentine's candles, this is a candle. It has like a light, fresh rose tulipy scent for Valentine's Day. It's really fresh and it kind of has that like hint of spring and like the promise of like a new. But this is a spell removal candle. So if you feel like there's been any love spells cast, or if you're just not sure, anything like that, then it's like any runaway magic from the past, any kind of like the ties that bind, cord cutting kind of like energy. So this is just like kind of clearing out energy. And then this one, it smells like a man, like a clean man, like a good, clean man. You remember? Okay, this was like a millennial thing, I know. Remember like the Axe body spray when it first came out? And like I had friends that did this. I never did this, okay? Because I never did this, okay? But some of my friends would buy the Axe body spray and they would spray it on their pillow and they would just like smell it. That's like your worst nightmare. Alex is like, oh, yeah, but they would. But it doesn't smell like Axe body spray, but it's like that, like just a nice smelling man, kind of like.
Don't make it sound like it smells like Axe body spray.
It does not smell like Axe.
Actually made it not smell that.
No, Alex would never have allowed me to put anything that smells like Axe body spray. Bethany, thank you so much for the super chat. So like a long-haired clean man. Yes. So this one is all about like manifesting love, like healthy love. And honestly, the spells that I like wrote for this, I made it a broad definition of love. So I put spells in here for like drawing in healthy masculine energy, healthy feminine energy, healed masculine energy, healed feminine energy, and also to work on like helping you heal that in yourself. I just got goosebumps.
Self-love, cultivating relationships, all of the good stuff.
All the good stuff. And again, like the cord cutting and things. So they really like can work nice together. They have like very different scents, but honestly, like both like kind of nice. They're beefies. And we went light on the scents with this. Like you can definitely smell it. Like you can definitely smell it when it's kind of up here, but we go lighter on the scent loads for the magic candles because it's meant to put a purpose, and I don't want it to be too like overloaded in the scent, but they do put out like a decent amount of scent, and we thought it was appropriate for Valentine's Day and like for the love stuff because scent is such an important part of like memory, but also, yeah, I don't know. It just felt right, you know? So
as usual, the fragrance notes are on the listings. So
yeah, the fragrance notes are on the listings, and I love these so much, and they look so good like pretty much anywhere, but they're beefy. Just know that these are bigger candles. They're probably more expensive because these vessels are more expensive because they're like more like robust, but you get a lot more candle here, and yeah, it's that's what that is.
those containers cost like 4 times what our regular containers.
These containers cost like 4 times what our regular containers cost, so that's why we try to keep the prices as low as we can, but the ingredients that we do use are expensive. So oh, nice woman wearing it, so definitely a thing. Scent and the candle light too, yes. So, and this is like with the manifest too, you guys know that I'm like it's supposed to help you understand the things that you're supposed to understand, have the experiences that you need to have, like in order to like be in a good place yourself as well to receive this healthy love. Because what is the point of manifesting something if you're not ready, you know? So we try to think of everything like with the spells, and obviously I feel like, you know, you are the magic, and magic, like I said, I just think that the hardest thing about manifesting is like the intention setting, and that's why I like ritual, and I do like magic so much. Magic and like doing the work of that, because it helps take that intention and like put it in the world, and plus like it's your intention combining with our intentions, and that can be like a really powerful thing. So if that is interesting to you, then I'm sure Alex is dropping he's already got the link up there, but nice. Might need this to jump into a healthy marriage soon. My marriage, not someone else's. That's so funny. I love that you were like, just to be clear, I'm not trying to go home wreck or anything. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Okay, so have a wonderful day full of love and prosperity. You too. Great, healthy Valentine's reading. I agree. And I just want to say that I'm just so proud of all of us because I don't know, the last 2 weeks I was on my butt and just like processing through energy. And I don't know if you guys have felt the same, but I'm just really proud of us. I really am, because I've noticed the energy is changing here too. Because it feels like we've gone through a cycle here where it was like kind of unearthing secrets in the readings. And like I said, I don't create the readings or anything, but I feel like there was a lot of just like coming to terms with some things. But yeah. Anyway, Luna is like bathing right in front of me. I just want you guys to know that. That's my view.
Oh, that's good.
I truly enjoyed the message today. I'm glad. Pluto energy shifting. Do you guys watch the Astrology World Report? That man? So good, so knowledgeable. But I watched the Pluto one that he put out recently. It's really good. It's worth watching. It was maybe a little while ago now, but it's still fairly recent. And it was the one where he was talking about the cycles of Pluto and how Pluto energy is actually kind of going away from the planet. I would be a bad regurgitator of that knowledge, but if you're interested in that, it's called the Astrology World Report, or the astrology. You probably know what I'm talking about. This guy is like legit, and he's really good, and that I found that to be so interesting and also so hopeful. So yeah, 2 favorite planets, Saturn and Pluto, giving good energy that is deserved. I love our chaos coven. Me too. Okay, so if you're on Patreon, we have videos coming out this week and next week, and yeah. That's what I have. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Valentine's Day. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye, guys.